So Arnett's going to go to the line, shooting one.
Pretty sure Arnett has all 8 of their points, Cam. First foul on Paisley. There. Yeah.
Okay. 3-point play, 3-point conversion is good. So it is 9-0 with 4:57 to go, and here's another steal by Frontenac.
Yeah, Karma Fields got it again and puts it in. One of those times for a good time. Close this season.
11-1 Raiders here with 4:28 to go in the first period. Up for number 2, and it's off.
Rebound by Reagan Hipfill there for the Raiders.
And here come the Raiders. Over to the left side, inside the middle quickly.
Oh.
No good.
That Hipfill missed an easy gimme there, right there. Cam.
Yeah, Hipfill had it right on the doorstep.
And looks like she committed the foul to give it back to the Buffaloes.
Buffaloes bring it down. Over on the right side, trying to get it in.
Oh.
And another turnover.
Arnett took a shot to the face there for the Raiders.
Karma Fields now has it, brings it in, looks up for the shot, and she is fouled on the shot.
Yeah, Karma Fields there got fouled by
Julia Paisley.
Yeah, and I think Kellerman was in there too. Let's see who they call it on.
They call it on.
Yeah, looks like they got Kellerman for that one. Well, we got more fouls than points, Cam.
Yeah, they do.
Definitely to turn that around.
Karma Fields hits the first free throw. It's 12-1 now. The Raiders, 3:56 remaining here in the first period. Second shot up is good. And it's quickly 13-1, the Raiders. Here come the Buffaloes. And it's going to be out of bounds and back to the Buffaloes.
Yeah, they're a little predictable in their passes right now, Cam. We need some ball fakes.
Yeah, they're telegraphing their passes.
Exactly.
Right now.
We need to get some backdoor passes, get them off their heels a little bit. Can't pick up the dribble at the top of the key, but again, early season, that's
another
kind of
turnover.
Stuff you see.
And then another turnover back to the Buffaloes.
Oh.
And it goes out of bounds.
Kellerman had a chance there, but Karma Fields got back in good defensive position and kind of disrupted her shot there. So.
3:33 remaining here in the first period. 13-1 Raiders.
Yeah, they got it back inside the Fields. Oh, Stainbrook knocks it away. And Arnett
see what they call it. Looked like it was on the baseline. It's going to go back to the Buffaloes.
Absolutely. It's a good hustle by both teams there. The Buffaloes will take it.
Now we've got a personnel change of about 3-4 gals in for the Raiders.
Yeah, it looks like Sydney Frankenberry came in. A couple other girls will get into the action, I'm sure.
Stainbrook with the ball at the top of the key.
Buffaloes.
Goes for Brooklyn Moore, then into Kellerman. Kellerman over. Here's a three-point attempt.
There we go.
And there it is, Brooklyn Moore with a three-pointer for Prairie View, and it's 13-4 Raiders.
Brooklyn Moore's going to get a lot of those points out there on the outside like that. She's just got to shoot that shot.
And another turnover, and here come the Buffs. Up for the shot, no whistle. Rebound, Buffaloes. Here comes another three. Oh, just off the mark.
They're working hard down there, Cam. That's good. They're coming to life a little bit now.
Ashlyn Kirkpatrick with that three-point attempt almost went down. Here come the Raiders now.
Julia Paisley with a couple rebounds on the offensive end.
Hattie Pyle with the shot there for the Raiders. And it's 15-4 Frontenac. 2:26 to play here in the first quarter. Here are the Buffs with the ball, top of the key, double team. There's a whistle and a foul.
Looks like they got maybe Jaden Meyer there on the foul. The holding.
Number 2. Yep. That'll be her first foul.
Buffaloes will take it out there about half court. Abby Kellerman's working hard down there, and we also have Ashlyn Kirkpatrick.
Abby and Ashlyn both are returners from last year. Very good. They're going to be the meat of this team.
Yep. They're working hard down there to get post position. Looks like Stainbrook's after that rebound.
Looks like that's off of Prairie View.
Yep.
It's going to stay underneath. No, actually, let's see what they call. Yeah, off of Prairie View. Riley Boone has come into the game for the Buffaloes. Frontenac taking the ball out underneath their own basket.
And a Hogard put it in for the Raiders there. They're working
the ball around, working the ball around. There's a three-pointer. No good.
Paisley with the rebound for the Buffalo. She brings it up court. Looks like they got a foul on the Raiders.
Frankenberry tried that three-pointer, just went out for the Raiders.
Yep. Yeah.
And yes.
Number 2, Jaden Meyer picked up her second foul in as many minutes.
And here comes Prairie View bringing the ball out about half court.
Close to a double dribble there, Cam.
That's what they call here. This looks like it's going to be a foul.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, that's going to be her third foul if it is indeed on.
Yep. They did get
Jaden Meyer.
Meyer for that third. They don't have it up on the board yet.
Yeah, that's her third foul. Already in foul trouble is Jaden Meyer for the Raiders. Boone at the top. She brings it over to Paisley.
They bring Boone in. They don't miss a whole lot, with Brooklyn Moore.
There's a shot missed. Here comes Fields
Arnett
down
again,
to Arnett. Point blank miss, but the rebound is good by Frankenberry. And it's 17-4. Raiders with 1:20 to play here in the first quarter.
Looks like Stainbrook over to Paisley on that corner.
And there it is. Ashlyn Kirkpatrick knocks it down for the Buffs. 17-6 now, Raiders.
Looks like we're in a little bit of a man-to-man here for the Buffaloes on defense. Frontenac's moving it around. They got it inside to Karma.
And it's good.
Easy.
Karma Fields with that basket.
That was too easy, Cam.
Yeah, that was way too easy. No contestant on that shot.
Paisley.
Another throwaway. Here comes the Raiders on the fast break. Frankenberry again.
Yes. Again, if we're taking those shots, we've got to get our point guards back.
Well, we've got it. We're telegraphing our passes too, as well, here on offense.
Yep.
On the offensive end.
We're kind of bunched up here at the top. We need to spread things out a little bit too.
Another turnover.
There's Arnett.
Arnett with the shot, and it goes down. So Arnett's already going to go to the line for her second attempt at a three-point play.
Absolutely, yep. She's racking up the points. I'd say she has 3/4 of the Raiders' points tonight. That is one we've got to lock down. That's the adjustments we need to make.
That foul was on Braxton Stainbrook. It's her first. And the free throw is no good, but rebounded by the Raiders. Here comes a three. No good. Out of bounds to the Buffaloes.
Again, Arnett got her own rebound, put up another three, and we were lucky to get that ball back.
She's the one we're calling. We just got 9 seconds left here in the first. So Buffalo's looking for their last shot here. They throw it away. Here comes a fast break. And it's to Arnett. And she gets it on the buzzer.
Yeah, Cam, again.
So Heather Arnett.
That was Arnett again on the fast break. She's getting up and down the court. She's making all the steals for the Raiders, and again, she's got most of their points tonight.
Most of the points. Looks like it's Arnett and Frankenberry who are doing the damage for the Raiders.
Throw a couple in for Karma Fields, and that's your package right there.
Right. 25-6 here. After one, the Raiders are leading. Cameron Johnston and James McCarthy alongside here with me.
Good to be here, Cam.
Good to be here with you, brother.
Season started,
That's
man.
right. That's right. After a great football season.
Yeah, Buffalo's had a great season. Finished up 10-1 this year. Lost in that heartbreaker sub-state game to Perry Lecompton, and all kinds of accolades rolling in.
Absolutely, from individual players, coaches. Very proud of our football team, and now you blink and here we are, basketball.
Exactly. You just roll right into the next sport. Here we are. I'm hoping for some same kind of success from basketball, Cam, as we had in the football program.
It's a pleasure being here in this new gym.
Absolutely.
Brand new floor, brand new stands.
And the mural up on that wall
has stayed.
There was a lot of talk about that, and I think it looks amazing.
I do too.
That thing looks pretty good up there.
I'm glad it stayed. And so here we go to start the second quarter. Raiders with the ball, and it's taken away.
Stainbrook with the steal, brings it up the court.
Just got to calm it down. Calm it down and run the offense.
Find our spots.
Stainbrook's trying to get it in to Kirkpatrick.
Looks like Paisley got
Or
tied
Paisley,
up
I'm
down
sorry.
there with Reagan Hipfill.
Yeah, there we go.
Buffaloes retain possession.
Taking it out underneath their own basket.
Steinbrook inside to Kellerman.
Kellerman, and Abby misses it. Here comes the rebound, and down the court, all the way in.
Yep, and they're going to get Kirkpatrick right there on the shot. They're going to have 2 shots there for
Ashton New, it looks like.
Yep.
So Ashton New, a freshman, just 5-foot freshman, at the line for. I'm sorry, that's not right. That's Karma Fields, 5'5"
right.
senior.
We'd like to get our
We'd
Buffaloes
like
to
it
that
to
line.
be our
that's for
Buffaloes.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we've got Irish Ingram in for the Buffaloes. Came in for Ashton Kirkpatrick with those 2 fouls.
Free throw up, no good. Rebounded. Abby Kellerman with the rebound.
Yep, Buffaloes missed there. Number 12, Abby Butcher brings it up the court.
Looks like she is fouled.
Going to be on the Buffaloes. Let's see. I think they might have
Julia
got
Paisley, I
yeah,
think.
you're right. Yep, Paisley. I got 2 for her.
So Abby Butcher will be at the line, shooting 2.
She'll be back next year for the Raiders. She's a junior.
That's Kellerman's second foul. First free throw up, no good.
Yeah, that's a young Frontenac team. They got a couple of seniors. Arnett, who's been their high scorer, she's only a sophomore, Cam. That girl's going to be around for a couple more years from this Frontenac Raiders team.
Riley Boone checks in for the Buffaloes. Second shot is up and good. It's 26-6. 20-point lead here for the Raiders. 7 minutes to go in the second period.
Have to just chip and claw back, Cam. We got to work the ball inside.
And we got a foul on.
Yeah, they got Hattie Pyle.
Hattie Pyle
right
on that one, yeah. So the Buffaloes take it out underneath their own basket.
Yep. Frontenac looks like they might be in a 2-3 defense.
And an overthrow clear across the court there. Out of bounds to the Raiders.
We're not going to be able to chip away at that lead, Cam, with some turnovers. We got to be smart. We got to work the ball around.
Looks like a man-to-man right now for Prairie View.
Raiders are working it around pretty good.
Rhea Ginnivan with the shot right there. She makes it for the Raiders, and it's 28-6. Here come the Buffs. And there is a whistle and a foul.
Steinbrook did good to drive in the lane, which is what you've got to do against a tight defense like this. She drive and dish, but she got the foul, so she'll be looks like they're going to have it on the floor there before the shot.
Reagan Hipfel was on the foul.
Just on her way here in the
Sorry,
second
it could have
quarter.
been yeah, it was Reagan. That's her second foul.
All right, yep.
We got another one.
Yep, Reagan Hipfill again. I think they're going to
be her third.
They're going to probably get her out of there.
So there are 2 Raiders now with 3 fouls, and we're only in the second period, and of course Prairie View is in the bonus now.
Yep, absolutely. Anna Hogard comes in for Hipfill.
Abby Kellerman at the line for the Buffs. First one is no good. It was a 1-and-1. And the Raiders working it around.
Oh, it was a good try by Riley Boone. She almost came up with it, just knocked it out of bounds.
Riley, just a sophomore.
Yeah, she'll be around for a long time. That's good. She's a good little hustling ball player.
Well, Boones are Boones,
right? Whenever there's a Boone on the court or the field, I think you're going to be okay.
Yeah. Ooh, nice feed.
Nice pass.
Doesn't go in, and the Buffaloes quickly get it back.
Yep. Brooklyn Moore came up with it, and looks like they're going to get. It looks like the Raiders knocked that out of bounds. The Buffaloes will start back up here into Steinbrook.
Steinbrook brings it across midcourt.
You got to work it around, Buffaloes. You got to move. We got to move.
A lot of pressure, a lot of double teaming every time.
Yes.
It goes to the side by the Raiders. And a steal. Looking up court on the fast break. And a lot of point blank shots missed by the
again,
Raiders.
and it's early in the season, so I'm sure they're going to dial that in. But that ball went off for the Raiders, and they'll go back to the Buffaloes. Cam will come back the other way.
28-6 now. The Raiders lead with 5:42 here in the first half.
Like you said, though, Cam, Buffaloes are in the bonus, and that score just is a kind of lopsided at 28-6 with all those fouls. We should be
in the ball game a little bit. The gap should be a little bit narrower.
Yep, they get it down low to Kellerman.
In and out. Rebound by the Raiders, and here they come. Looking ahead.
Number 22, Anna Hogarth there. Again, that's just those fast break points. We've got to get back, Cam.
Well, that's what's happening is fast breaking. And the ball's going to go out of bounds, it looks like, to the Raiders.
Turnovers, Cam. How many times the teams talk about turnovers? If you don't win that turnover battle, you're going to have issues.
That's right.
There goes Boone.
Good hustle by Riley Boone. And actually, it's going to go to Prairie View.
She might have knocked it back into a Raider player there. And now
good hustle, Riley Boone.
Yep. Not surprised we're saying that.
Yep.
Hustle and Boone.
Here's another name, Stainbrook.
There we go.
Top of the key.
She's
looking to run some offense. Gave it to Boone, but Boone traveled. So it's going to be a turnover.
Stainbrook, she's only a sophomore again. She's starting for our varsity, program. She'll be around for several more years.
As is Riley.
There we go. So
sophomore.
We're a young team. We've got some senior leadership as well.
Lost a few last year, but as I said, Kellerman and Kirkpatrick are going to be mainstays this year.
Yep. And there you go, just as you said it, Boone on the breakaway with the steal.
Boone up with the shot. No good. Let's see where the possession's going to go to.
They're going to leave it there. Looks like it might have went off of 15 Hattie Pyle. Her and Kellerman were battling down there.
Inbounds, Riley Boone with the shot, no good. And here come the Raiders. Boy, they get the ball down the court fast.
They are not messing around.
Anna Hogarth with that shot.
Called her name a few times in this second quarter, Cam.
And it's 32-6 with 4:25 remaining.
Brooklyn Moore takes it to the corner there, back over to Stainbrook. Tried to get it inside to Ingram.
Here come the Raiders again.
And that was Hogarth again on the breakaway. Looks like they're going to have a 1-and-1 at the line for the Raiders.
1-and-1 for sure.
Like they got Stainbrook. That'll be her second for the Buffaloes.
So Anna Hogarth will go to the line for the Raiders. It's 32-6 Frontenac with 4:14 here remaining in the first half.
And that foul just pushed both teams into the double bonus now.
First shot no good on the 1-and-1, and another whistle.
I might be mistaken. That might be just a single bonus.
Single bonus.
Right? Yep. That'll get us. It'll put both teams in a 1-and-1 position for the fouls.
Till we get to 10 fouls, and we'll go to
then
double.
We go double. Yep. It's early, right, Cam?
33
at
the line.
Heather Arnett.
Again.
Her leading scorer tonight for the Raiders.
And she makes the first.
Yeah, we got Boone out there, Stainbrook, Ingram. We got Kellerman. And I think that's Brooklyn Moore, number 14 as well. So.
Excellent.
So yeah, Moore brings it up and gets it to Kellerman. Kellerman drives. She had a couple of double team there. And the Raiders are just all over the court.
Down quickly again. Missed shot.
Cam, I can't help but think if they've made those, gimmies down there, they might be up by 10 more.
Right? Oh, they would be. Easily. Another whistle.
Yeah, another turnover by the Buffaloes. Was traveling on Ingram there.
So we got some substitutions coming in for the Raiders. Jaden Myers bringing it down for the Raiders right now, top of the key.
They brought Frankenberry back in as well.
Frankenberry hits a three-pointer.
That's a three for that aforementioned Frankenberry.
Frankenberry makes me want to eat some cereal. Sorry.
That's right. Get the milk, Cam. I'll be right there with you, buddy.
There's Riley Boone. She tried.
See, we were right there for the rebounds. We just got to secure those and go right back up with them.
Look at the fast breaking, though, that's happening here. And now there's another foul. It's going to be on Riley Boone.
Yep. She was down there and in position, but nothing you can do when there's two people down there. You're doing the best you can. So
Karma Fields will take it to the line now for the Raiders, and it's a 30-point lead here in the second quarter. 3:18 remaining. 36-6 Raiders.
These Raiders have come in hot. They're playing good. You know, like you set up 30 points. Fields has been at the line several times tonight. She's aggressive. I got a lot of good aggressive players on this Frontenac team.
First one, nothing but net. Karma Fields.
We've got to match that intensity, Cam. Our
Yeah.
Buffaloes have to match these Raiders, and I think that's...
Second one, nothing but net for Karma. 38-6.
Stainborough brings up the court with Moore off to the wing. She passes it over to Moore. Double team by Frontenac. Stainbrook takes it back, and Boone's for the three.
No
Just
good.
off the mark.
We got a whistle.
All right, looks like Frontenac will take that ball back on the possession. Number 2, Jana Mayer. And then Heather Arnett brings it up the court. Again, sophomore for this Raiders team.
A lot of action here on the Raiders side. Look at that.
Karma Fields again. That's Brooklyn Moore on the rebound. She got fouled by Arnett.
So really the pace of the game, of course, is Frontenac's way. It's just up and down. They probably ran a mile more than Prairie View has so far in this game.
Seems like it. But you're right, though. They're up and down the court. They've got a little bit faster tempo. We've got to match that tempo to climb back into this game. Let's make some adjustments at half.
Absolutely. Brooklyn Moore's at the line. Let's see if she can make a few. And there's already a whistle, lane violation probably.
It looks like Brooklyn Moore might have crossed that line before the ball hit the rim.
So the basket made is waved off, and here comes Frontenac.
Abby Butcher brings it up the court for the Raiders. Stolen by Boone, knocked it out of bounds. There she is again.
Boy, Riley Boone's all over the court.
Yep. Again, sophomore Riley Boone. She'll be around in Buffalo country for a few more years. Arnett inbounds it. Abby Butcher takes it down the court. Looks like the Buffaloes might be in a possible man-to-man.
Yeah, it looks like they're in the man-to-man. Here comes a three.
And that's
bang.
Karma Fields knocking it down.
That's about the fourth three-pointer, I believe, unofficially.
We got to close out.
And again, another steal, top of the key.
Yep.
No good, but a rebound.
We're getting out rebounded. We're getting out hustled, Cam. We've just got to take control of this game, and it's just not happening right now.
41-6, 2:12 to play here in the first half. The Raiders lead the Buffaloes.
Yeah.
In this 3A matchup, girls varsity.
Yep, Carson Gonauer in now. Looks like she might run the point for the Buffaloes. Giving Stainbrook a little bit of a break.
There's just got to run the offense.
Yep, got to work it around, find our seams. Watch the Raiders. They're overplaying us, and you can see that. We can get those backdoor passes.
High-pressure defense. That went out on off of Frontenac, so the Buffaloes will retain possession.
Gonauer, junior, 5'2" junior.
Nice deflection, but you see again the Raiders are beating them to the ball.
And they're anticipating those passes, Cam. So if we can give them a ball fake, give them some sort of head fake, and get that ball in behind them.
Brooklyn Moore to inbounds.
It's over to Boone on the wing. On that stifling defense.
Look at that.
34.
Finally a foul called.
They're going to get Mia Brown, it looks like.
Yep.
For the Raiders. We're going to shoot a 1-1.
Bonus, so Riley Boone at the line.
Start knocking down some of these freebies. That's how we get back into this thing, Cam.
41-6, 1:44 here to play in the first half. Boone's first attempt. Not good.
Just off the mark. Arnett with the rebound and brings it up the court for the Raiders.
They waste no time, do they?
They do not.
We are in the man-to-man defense.
Arnett in the middle. Pump fake. And it looks like Moore came down with the rebound there.
Yeah. And here come the Buffs. Abby Kellerman had it inside.
Yeah.
Looks like she lost it, but they're gonna keep it here with the Buffaloes.
Buffaloes, we got some size, we got some height inside. Moore's 5'7". Kellerman comes in at 5'9". That's some good height for those Buffaloes. We gotta work on our boxing them out and getting those rebounds, using that size to our advantage, Cam.
Mia Brown with another basket. For the Raiders, it's 43-6 now with a minute to play here in the first half.
It's like Gonauer brings it up the court for the Buffaloes, plays it off to Boone on the wing. She stops, she picks up her dribble. Back to Moore on the top of the key. Back over to Boone on the wing. Cross-court pass to Gonauer. Back to Moore for the three in the middle.
Oh.
Just off the mark.
Almost. And here comes Arnett now for Frontenac. Just taking her time. 38 seconds left here in the first half. Big lead.
A little give and go there.
Look at that. And again, another point-blank shot missed.
Moore comes down with the rebound. Got 28 seconds left for the Buffaloes.
See if they play for last shot. I wouldn't think so.
No, not with that lead.
And there's a whistle and a foul.
I think they're going to get 23, Bria Genivan. Brings Brooklyn Moore to the line for...
Should be shooting two.
Yeah, they didn't put the foul up. Yeah, they got 10 up there now. There we go. It'll be in the double bonus.
And again, another aspect, free throws.
The
only one we made was a lane violation so far.
We've got to make those free throws. They're freebies. When the clock's not running, we've got to hit those.
As you mentioned earlier, Prairie View went in the bonus first.
Yeah, so we should have more points than that just from free throws.
Second one was missed. We have another whistle here in the corner. And I don't know if that was a tie-up.
Looks like it'll stay with the Buffaloes.
It will stay with the Buffaloes.
Moore will inbound it. Looks like I got Kellerman in the corner there.
Cross-court
pass, yep, to Boone.
Boone goes up, no foul called. A little bit of body in that shot.
But they're letting them play.
Good no call.
Yep.
That's going to go back to Prairie View.
Yeah, Arnett couldn't grab it before it went out of bounds there.
8.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. 43-6. Frontenac leading in this first game of the season over Prairie View, and a traveling call. Another turnover.
Got Gonard bringing it up a little bit overzealous. I think the Frontenac defense jumped ahead of her target, and so she thought twice about where she was going with that pass.
Gonauer.
Yep.
Here's a shot on the buzzer.
And Arnett back up with it.
Looks like there was a foul before the buzzer.
Yep, Karma Fields missed that, and then Arnett grabbed the rebound. It looks like the Buffaloes got her on the arm.
So Arnett is going to shoot with no time left here in the first half. 43-6. We'll see if she nails him. First one's good, nothing but net.
Looks like they gave that foul to Maddie Baker for the Buffaloes. She had just checked in.
Second one no good. So that's our first half. 44-6. Frontenac leads Prairie View. Just a little summary here, James.
Yeah, I really think that it comes down to momentum and aggression and getting up and down the court. It's you can just see we're kind of flat.
Very flat.
Which you can understand with first game of the season. The tempo is in Frontenac's favor.
It's high tempo, high defense, high pressure defense.
Absolutely.
Turnover city for Prairie View so far.
Yep. Frontenac is working their offense. The Buffaloes, we barely get into our offense. It seems like we've got to get more passes, some more head fakes, some more ball fakes, and I think that'll really help us get settled into a groove. That's for sure.
So our score here at halftime is 44-6, Frontenac, and we'll return here in about 9 minutes, about 7 minutes before. Take a break, get yourself a drink, and come back and join us for the second half of the girls varsity, Frontenac and Prairie View. We are back here at Prairie View. Our score is 44-6 Frontenac in the girls' varsity matchup. About to start the second half. And James, you got some things we might run over here on scoring?
Yeah, we definitely, kind of like what we talked about, Cam, Arnett, number 33 for the Raiders. I mean, she is doing most of their scoring. I would say, like I said, when we were on the broadcast earlier, at least 3/4 of their scoring. And then we've also got to watch out for Karma Fields, number 5 for the Raiders. Sydney Frankenberry, several baskets, and Anna Hogard. Those are their main scorers. There's no question about it. If we can,
Heather Arnett, we got to shut her down somehow.
And she's not just a scorer; she's rebounding
right.
and up and down the court. For the Buffaloes, Brooklyn Moore is the most active, on the boards and for scoring. Ashlyn Kirkpatrick is working down low along with Abby Kellerman. We're just not translating the points right now.
Well, we're not working the offense. The pressure's too high right now from Frontenac for us to even get the offense going.
Yeah.
Turnovers abound, fast breaks, and there's your game right there.
Exactly. In a nutshell, you're exactly right, Cam. So I think if we can control the tempo of this basketball game, maybe slow things down a little bit. It's going to be hard to come back from such a big deficit if we slow things down. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's kind of like in football when you get up so much you can only throw the ball. You take away an element of your game.
Well, just like at the collegiate level, first game, second game, third game, you're finding yourself out.
They're going to get their legs underneath them. They're going to get settled in. We've got a lot of good girls, good scorers. We got the height on the team. Some seniors mixed in with some younger girls.
Right.
I think we'll be just fine.
I do too.
This isn't no pushover league, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
The Pioneer.
The Pioneer League is competitive.
Because Burlington's always going to have a good team. Iowa always has a good competitive team. Garnett, Anderson County, they've always got a good team. So it's not going to be an easy season this
Santa
year.
Fe Trail.
Santa Fe Trail. Those Chargers they're always putting a good team on the court. So it's not going to be easy this year in the Pioneer. Osawatomie, we might be able to take care of them, hopefully. But we're going to have to fight and claw.
Yeah.
Just like we're going to have to fight and claw to get back in this game.
Yeah, fight and claw. We're down 44-6 right now. I mean, 6 points and a half. Just tells you everything.
Yeah.
Turnovers.
You can't win ball games like that with 6 points unless you just have lockdown defense, and we're struggling right now. So.
Frontenac's got the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, looks like Moore on the steal.
There's a turnover.
Moore takes it down the court. Looks like she bumped by Karma Fields, so she'll have 2 shots right off the bat.
Right
there,
bat.
Cam.
There you go.
Is what we need to do. We need to take it to the Raiders, and we need to get on the free throw line.
Well, we're down 38 right now, and again, like you said, to claw back into this game, maybe, I don't want to say impossible, but we can get a moral win by climbing back in and making it a competitive game here in the second half.
Absolutely. Moore misses the front end of that. She's got another one coming up here, but again, we've got to hit these easy free throws, those cheap free throws with no time.
With no time, that's right. And again, we're out.
There goes Kellerman.
Tie up.
Looks like the ball will stay here with the Buffaloes with the possession arrow. Brooklyn Moore kicks it out of bounds. Puts it up top. We got Lindsay Bodeker.
Here we go, 3.
Lindsay Bodeker in the game for the Buffaloes.
Well, Lindsay played a lot last year.
That's a good sign.
So I'm looking for her to kind of step it up here for the Buffaloes too. She's a very competitive ball player.
Absolutely. There goes Arnett again on the baseline.
No good. Have another tie up? Yes, we do.
Reagan Hipfield was out with foul trouble in the first half for the Raiders. She's back in, and then she went right back to work, Cam. Rebounding down low.
So Frontenac takes it out underneath their own basket. Right
inside. Kellerman with the board. They got Brooklyn Moore streaking down the sideline. They didn't see her. Stanbrook brings it up. Got Lindsay Bodeker looking for the inside. Passes it over to the wing. Got Moore back to Stanbrook. Stanbrook looking to get it inside to Kellerman.
Got Ashlyn.
Kicks it over to Kirkpatrick over on the wing. Kirkpatrick brings it across. Got Bodeker looking to get it back inside. We are working that offense, Cam, like we were talking about. They're taking their time.
Well, we're seeing different personnel in here.
Absolutely. Maybe that and a little bit of a change helped us out, and we got to get rid of those errant passes right there, Cam. Picked off by the Raiders. And there's a travel.
Looks like almost a travel, but no call. And look at the rebounds.
Arnett is just working the boards down there. We've got 3 Buffaloes down there, and Arnett has got two offensive rebounds down there, Cam.
Yeah, and if you look at the comparison, there's not much. They're pretty much the same in size.
Exactly. I think Arnett's just
It's
getting
hustle.
in that position.
Yep.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Getting in position, some sound blocking out
Absolutely.
underneath the basket.
Let's see if we
Bodeker
can't get
bringing
it
it up.
again. Work that offense. We just got to work it around.
See, Lindsay was a starter last year, so
Okay. So that experience is,
and Ashlyn as well. So I don't know why they didn't start at the beginning of the game.
and there we go, Cam. Just like we talked about, a couple of passes, and into Kellerman, and she puts it down for the Buffaloes.
And that's what we need right there.
Absolutely. All right, there goes Arnett again, driving in the lane. Kicks it back to Karma Fields, who has several buckets from the first half.
Defense has stepped up here now for the Buffaloes.
Genevieve took the shot for the Raiders and missed, and Buffalo's got the rebound. So
Here
here
comes
we go.
Bodeker.
Kicks it out. Can't see the refs in my way.
Oh,
That was Stainbrook. She had a nice lined up shot. She's
looks
going
like
to knock that down.
It's going to stay down here with the Buffs too.
Stainbrook will knock that down. She's a good enough shooter. She just got to find her rhythm.
Well, and Lindsay Bodeker's a good penetrator.
Here it comes.
And
Just
she's going to
speak of
take
the
one.
devil. Okay.
Is that right?
That's okay. They're getting the shots though, Cam. Like
Yeah.
you just said, they're gonna find their shots. They're gonna find their rhythm.
It's just about winning the half now.
Exactly. Arnett brings it up and right inside.
And again, another point-blank miss by the Raiders.
They've missed probably 10 or 11 of those point-blank shots on the inside. That's good for the Buffaloes, but
44-8. Here's our score. The Raiders leading 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
yep, got the shot by Kirkpatrick down in the corner. Stainbrook comes after. It looks like it's going to stay with the Buffaloes off of the Raiders. Yeah, see, and that Kirkpatrick took that shot in the corner, Cam. That's okay. That's what we want. We want those wide open shots down low. Kirkpatrick took advantage of that.
That's right.
Moore takes it out of bounds for the Buffaloes. It's like doing a little pick action in the middle. Back to Kirkpatrick in the middle. Bodeker back over to Julia Paisley. Off the shot. Rebound by number 10, Kellerman. Back up with the shot. Missed it. Paisley's on the floor.
Look at that hustle.
That is some hustle. It didn't pan out, but that's the hustle that we need from these Buffaloes.
You're seeing from this squad, this 5 on the floor, though, that the offense is getting run a little bit better.
Their energy is up for sure. Absolutely, Cam. All right, we got Karma Fields bringing it up for the Raiders. That's just too easy.
Right down the middle.
Easy. We've got to cut that off, Cam. If we got to take some charges, we've got to cut that lane off from these girls. That's where they make their money, as they drive down and kick.
Here's Bodeker.
More over on the wing. Kicks it over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick for 3.
Ashlyn almost.
Looks like we got
And
it over the
we're gonna
back,
have a
but nobody's
tie-up.
calling.
What do we got? Tie-up.
Paisley was in perfect position, and they did not.
Looked like it could have been over the back.
That's what I thought, Cam. I'm no referee.
Nah. No, you're a commentator.
That's right. So I'll just stay over here and talk. Looks like we retained it with that possession arrow.
And what do we got here?
Oh, looks like we got a push inside maybe
Yep,
on Paisley.
on Paisley.
And I'm wondering if, since she didn't get that call, Julia Paisley didn't get that call, I wonder if that was a little bit of that aggression coming out and saying.
Could have been.
Yeah.
That's her 3rd foul.
Yep, she's got to watch that. Good little player though, Julie Paisley.
Frontenac at the top of the key.
See, we're up. We're pressuring. We're pressuring.
Much more pressure on defense from Prairie View.
There's Karma Fields
And
on
another,
the inside.
basically a point-blank shot. Nice save. And we're going to have a foul.
Who are they going to get that on?
I think it's going to be on Abby Kellerman.
Yep. All right.
So Frontenac takes it out underneath their own basket.
Priya Genevieve passes it in. So look, we got Karma Fields again, dishes out. Heather Arnett gets the foul. Looks like they're going to get more. Number 14 with the foul there, Cam.
But again, more pressure has been stepped up by the Buffaloes here in the second half. They know what they have to do. It's just a matter of doing it.
They made some adjustments.
Penetrate, foul.
Looks like they're going to get Kellerman on the foul, or Kirkpatrick on the foul there.
Or Kirkpatrick, yeah.
Yep.
Boy, Ashlyn was such a vital part of the girls' team last year. Good height.
Yep. Yeah, you can definitely tell she's one of their leaders out there, one of their senior Buffalo leaders. she did show some aggression. She cut off that lane, and it just didn't pan out. Got a foul on her. So
Karma Fields misses the first of 2.
Absolutely.
For the
Allison
Raiders.
Lumen comes in to spell Ashlyn Kirkpatrick. So Allison's another young player for the Buffaloes. She's got another year. She's a junior this year.
A blood good. Allison Loomis, I should say.
That's all right, Cam.
Yeah.
Again, we're rusty. It's the first game. Looks like
Here we go. Going to have multiple substitutions here for the Raiders.
Bria Genevieve on the foul for the Raiders. That'll get Abby Kellerman to the line for a 1-and-1, I believe. No, it must have been for 2. She must have been an active shooting. I was looking away, Cam.
Yeah, she was. She was in the act shooting, getting 2. Foul was on the shot.
Subs for the Raiders. Several of the girls come out.
Well, I don't think we've made a free throw yet.
No. They're going to get Loomis over the back, number 25 for the Buffaloes. Good position by number 22, Anna Hogard. But that's the things. Those are the small fundamentals that they talk about. Is we can get in position, get those rebounds. I got to give credit though to Loomis though. She's going after that rebound and being aggressive.
Yeah. She's not the first Loomis to play for this girls team either.
I don't think so. There's a steal there. Abby Kellerman stole it, and I believe they fouled her.
Yep. Fouls on number 15.
Looks like they got
Patty Pyle.
Kinley Lakey got the foul for the Raiders.
All right. So at half court, inbounds.
To Paisley, back to Bodeker. Arnett right there. She's got fast hands. Hey, right there. I mean,
that's good defense, actually. Put her hands up.
Kellerman was there. She didn't know where the ball, but that's what you're taught to do is get your hands up.
That's just like in football, covering that receiver.
Back. Yeah, for sure. All right, that slows them down a little bit. Pass inside for the Raiders.
And it's an air ball. I tried to save it.
That's
going to go to the Buffs.
Yep.
47-9. 3:23 here to play here in the third quarter. The Raiders lead the Buffaloes.
Moore throws it into Bodeker. She brings it up the court. She calls out the offense. Brings it over to the right side. Over to Paisley, 33, with Loomis posting up down low.
Looks like they're kind of in a matchup zone now.
Yep. Back over to Moore. Kellerman, cross pass to Paisley. Paisley looks for the shot, drives. Lost control there. Paisley's hustling, though. You got to give her credit for that. Bodeker. Paisley's hustling again. Threw it back to
nice look.
Arnett. Arnett over to 14. Kinley Lakey, who lost it out of bounds back to the Buffalo.
That was good idea by Arnett.
Absolutely. They're getting that. I see they're getting their legs under them, I believe, Cam. Bodeker brings it up, kicks it over to Paisley, looking down low, looking for the cross pass. Paisley drives in.
She had her.
Lost it to Arnett. Paisley got it back from Arnett, and looks like Arnett fouled her.
It's a frustration foul there.
Absolutely. Yeah, that'll go against number 33, Heather Arnett of the Raiders. They might be bringing Karma Fields, number 5, in to get her out.
Well, that's her second foul.
Yep.
They'll just sit her and give her a spell here.
I'm surprised they're taking her out, though. But, I mean, you're up 47-9. I mean, I don't think they're real worried at this point.
2:32 remaining here in the third. Down in the corner, they got her double teamed.
Yep, Moore's got to get it out of there. I think they might have pushed her. Or they get a timeout.
Timeout, Buffaloes. Well, we got a 47-9 lead for the Raiders here in the third quarter over the Buffaloes.
Yeah, Moore's getting some more buckets. Kellerman's getting a few buckets. Kirkpatrick. Lindsay Bodeker in there running that offense at the point. I think it's kind of given us a little bit of a spark.
Yeah, and again, Lindsay played a lot last year for us, so she looks a little more comfortable up there running the ball versus Stainbrook, who was kind of hurrying things a little bit, but understandable because first game of the year.
And Stainbrook's young. Bodeker's had some experience on her belt, so it's a gelling process. It's the first game of the season.
there's nothing that can simulate live play.
Absolutely.
Until you get into live play.
Absolutely.
So
you can't practice that. You can't. It's just you get into it and you got to be ready. Inbounds from Moore for the Buffaloes. Through it. Anna Hogard tipped it away for the Raiders. They're going to try it again on the other side now. But the Buffaloes lining up on an inbounds play, a set inbounds play.
Set. I'm not seeing any picks, but.
Yep. The Kellerman up top got the ball. Her height helped her out there. And it looks like it was knocked out of.
Yeah, they'll retain possession.
Hattie Pyle, number 15 for the Raiders, knocked it down.
47-9, 2:18 to play here in the third.
There goes Kellerman again at the top of the key. Over to Moore. Moore's heavily guarded by number 14, Kinley Lakey. Hands off to Paisley. Paisley takes it around the corner.
Takes it to the hole. Bang!
Number 33, Julia Paisley. And that's what we need. Good young sophomore there, Cam. Julia Paisley.
Absolutely. Makes it 47-11 Raiders in the third. 1:56 to play.
I wouldn't be surprised if the...
Nice block there.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders try to take a little bit of time off the clock here, work things around, but they were going right for the shot, so...
we got a whistle on the play. It's going to be out on Allison Loomis.
Yeah. That's her second, and I know that she came in for Ashlyn Kirkpatrick because she had a few fouls, so we got to be careful with our post players down there. We don't want to get in too much foul trouble here.
Hattie Piles at the line. She missed the first one.
She's a freshman for the Raiders, so she'll be back for several years after this.
And she misses the second, but there's a rebound and a foul, and the basket is good.
Karma Fields, number 5.
Karma Fields.
Karma and Heather Arnett, those are the workhorses in there, Cam. You gotta get those girls boxed out.
Wow, there's 3 fouls now.
Yeah,
on Allison Loomis.
Allison went over the back there.
No good, and look at the rebounds. That's a 4-point play.
They got out of position there, Cam, and that's kind of what happens. Bodeker brings it up the court. Frontenac looks like they've settled back into a possibly. Nope, it looks like they're staying man. Bodeker with the drive. Looks like she drove it, and it went off her foot there. So, good thought.
Yep. Yep.
Good aggression. Karma Fields brings it up for the Raiders. Moore's got her guarded pretty tight. Good defense. Moore switched off. Back inside to Karma.
And Karma Fields again.
They're doing work in there, Cam. They're doing work all in the paint for these Raiders.
All in the paint.
Bodeker brings it up, looks over to Julia Paisley. Paisley looks down low. Skip pass into Loomis. Tried to get it to Kellerman. That turnover to the Raiders. Guess who again?
Nice
Sam?
Look up the court.
Guess who again?
Karma Fields.
Karma Fields. We've been calling that name a lot. Paisley's got it over on the wing into Kellerman. Kellerman takes a shot off the glass.
There we go. Knocks it down.
That's that senior leadership you're talking about with Abby Kellerman. That was a great play. Get it inside to her, let her do her work.
There we go. Turnover.
Paisley picked it off. Kellerman's got it. Got to calm down, girls.
And there's a reach-in foul.
Looks like they're going to get 22 Anna Hogarth on the reach-in there, Cam.
I think they're getting Brooklyn Moore. I'm not, or excuse me,
no, they called it on
Kindly Lakey.
Yep. They had 22. Anna Hogarth was on the ground and looking up like, what did I do?
Brooklyn Moore takes it out.
Paisley driving. Paisley back over to Moore on the wing. Down to Bodeker in the corner. Bodeker looks down to Loomis. Gets knocked out. Back to Frontenac the other way. Do you know the name, Cam?
You bet.
Karma Fields.
Karma Fields.
There we go. We got the rebound. Kellerman comes back down with it. Over to Paisley. Back.
And that's it for our third quarter. Our score now, Frontenac 55 and Prairie View 13. Summarize it for us, buddy.
Yeah, Cam. Again, like we talked about at halftime, it's tempo. Getting up and down the court, getting it inside, working their offense. That's what we're doing now. And you can see we've doubled our point total right now in just one quarter.
Right.
Frontenac is back on their heels a little bit. I know that they're probably not in a huge hurry to score. They still got a big lead, but again, the Buffaloes, if they can start off the game the way that we're starting off the second half,
right,
I think they'll be in a lot better shape. We got to keep our post players out of foul trouble. You know, they got Stainbrook back in with Bodeker, so that could be a good combination there for the Buffaloes.
Well, I agree. I think Lindsey's the one that should be bringing the ball up the court most, but those are two good combination guards right there for the Buffaloes.
Absolutely. Looks like Frontenac will inbound it when they get the clock reset here.
55-13, we start the fourth quarter. And I don't know if you can hear the band in the background, but that's the Prairie View Marching Band, and they are
Cam, every time
sounding well.
Every time I hear them, they sound better and better.
You bet, you bet.
I don't know if they sound better indoors, but they sounded good at the football game.
Sure did. Sure.
Back inside, that was a miss by Reagan Hitfield.
Rebound, oh.
Back up, Heather Arnett, and the foul on Prairie View.
So Kirkpatrick.
That's 4 on Kirkpatrick, Cam.
That's big for Prairie View. First free throw's no good for Frontenac. They lead 55-13 here in the fourth. Second one up, no good. We got a whistle.
Yep, looks like it's going the other way. Foul on Frontenac. 23, Bria Ginevin. With a push, looks like down low. Now we're in the 1-and-1 bonus.
That's Genevin's third foul. Kellerman at the line. And she makes it.
I think if we just talk at the same time, they'll make the free throws. How do you think,
it'd
Cam?
be in stereo.
Yeah.
Kellerman up for her second.
Up and in.
And it goes in. 55-15. Here comes Frontenac, taking their time now.
Yep, Mia Brown, the freshman, brings up the court for Frontenac. Back inside to number 10, Reagan Hitfield. Kellerman on the ground. Hustling. That's
absolutely.
Exactly what that is.
But you know something, James? I have not seen a full court press yet.
No, and with that kind of a deficit, we've got to get some sort of pressure to get those points back. You're right, Cam.
And I don't know if it's the first game of the year in the legs or what the reason is, but you would think we'd be pressing.
Yeah, absolutely. Hitfield with the front end of the 1-on-1 there. Makes it 56-15, Raiders. Hitfield
and another one, swish.
No problems there.
Bodeker bringing the ball up.
Yep, she's got Paisley up to the top of the point. Paisley ball fakes over to Kellerman.
For three. No good.
Yep. Excuse me, I
Here
said
comes
Kellerman.
Frontenac. Got her own rebound.
Yeah, 23, Bria Ginevin. And then back out to 34, Mia Brown.
She's also a freshman.
Several attempts there and several offensive rebounds, which we've got to cut down.
Bodeker. No.
Bodeker with the shot there. Frontenac, number 10. Reagan Hitfield comes down with the rebound. Arnett brings it up the court for the Raiders. Bodeker on defense. 34 back down inside.
Nice look inside, but nice defense as well.
Absolutely. Kellerman's got some good defense, moving her feet down there. Bodeker at the defense. Rebound inside. Nice by Abby Kellerman. Gonna have a push on the Raiders there. But again, she was in the right spot.
You got to give Abby credit. She was in the right spot, exactly.
She's working. She's working in there. Looks like they got more coming back in for Bodeker. Good to be back here with you, Cam, on the mic.
As well.
That's for sure.
As well with you, my man.
Got the Prairie View Buffalo men warming up over there in the corner, ready to get going.
And that free throw's no good. We got a tie-up, though.
That was a good hustle by Julia Paisley there. Got tied up with Frontenac player, and looks like the Buffaloes will keep that on the possession arrow. Paisley inbounds. Got Stainbrook at the top of the key with the three. Just off the mark. Rebound, Frontenac.
Well, that's what we got to start doing, taking threes.
Yep, that's time.
We got them open.
Arnett over in the corner for the Raiders with a short two. And
she got it. And here we come.
Looks like Frontenac's coming in with their subs. Stainbrook brings it up to the left side of the key. Ashland Kirkpatrick over in the corner. Ball fake over to Paisley. Paisley looks around, sees Moore. Moore's got it. Moore kicks down in the corner for Stainbrook. Stainbrook looks inside for Paisley. Paisley's up with it.
Shouldn't have dribbled. Just go straight up. Straight up.
There we go. They're gonna get Reagan Hitfield, looks like, on that foul, Cam.
All right.
But that's what you got to do. They're doing the things that they've got to do. Paisley posts up down low and goes to work. And look what happened. Good things happen.
Really important when you get the ball inside that you don't take that dribble, which is a habit that many people have. Take it straight up to the hole.
You can take it straight up, do drop step, anything. Yeah, you take that ball to the ground, it gets it vulnerable.
Yep.
You know, and that's what happens there. We fortunately got the foul for it. Paisley hits the front end of the 2 shots there. She's got another one here.
Both teams with 9 team fouls, 61-16. With 3 minutes, the clock is running.
Looks like rebound off of Brooklyn Moore there, 22. Anna Hogard.
So
right,
we've got a running clock now.
Yep. Anna Hogard driving down the middle of the lane, lost the ball.
Got it back, and there's a foul on Stainbrook, it looks like.
Yep, you're right, Cam. Stainbrook.
That'll put him into the double bonus, I believe. Shooting 2 here.
Yep, that's 10 fouls for the
Buffaloes. Or is it a 1-and-1? Shooting 2.
I think you're right, yep. So there's the first one. And again, Karma Fields.
Now all the starters are out now for Frontenac, of course, with this lead.
Bodeker comes back in for the Buffaloes. Looks like Stainbrook took a seat. Paisley throws it in. Bodeker brings it up. Like you said, Cam, I think the 3-pointers need to be part of our arsenal here.
Yep.
Moore takes the shot. Looks like Kellerman knocked it out of bounds. An attempt for the rebound. I'll go back to the Raiders.
63-16. 2 minutes to play here in the ball game. Frontenac leads.
It's like Frankenberry up the court, over to the corner for Hattie Pyle. Inside, Paisley steals that. Looks like they're going to get the Raiders for a foul. Paisley got that steal, and she was immediately fouled by the Raiders. Number 5, Karma Fields.
Karma Fields. Well, that's the first time we've mentioned her in a semi-bad way with a foul.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
She's really had a good game tonight.
She has. Paisley for the first shot here. We're in the double bonus for the Buffaloes. Both teams. Paisley makes that first shot.
Swish.
Like you said, Cam, the clock is running. With this deficit, that's just kind of how things go.
That's how it goes. Next one's up. Yep. No good.
Yep. Kirkpatrick tried for it. It was a good try. Looks like it knocked it out of bounds by the Raiders, so it'll stay with the Buffaloes. Just right over a minute left here in the 4th quarter. Paisley inbounds. Gets to Kellerman. Keller back inside to Paisley.
Another whistle and a foul. It's going to be on Hattie Pyle.
See, they're doing something different like we talked about, Cam, at the half. They are getting the ball inside. They're trying to get position. Paisley misses the front end of that 2 shots there.
Again, here in the second half, Prairie View's had the opportunities at the line, too, with no time on the clock, and we just have not done a better job in the second half at free throws, but still, under 50% at least.
Paisley hits the second, bringing the score Raiders 63, Buffaloes 18.
That was a nice one.
Yeah, Kinley Lakey, a talented freshman for the Raiders, scores again for them. She was in earlier, got a couple of baskets. Got
15 seconds.
Down Kellerman. Kellerman lost it to 22 over in the corner. Anna Hogard, and looks like
they'll hold it.
Yeah.
And a foul here with about.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter.
Nope. I think Julia Paisley was hustling, and it just wasn't enough for the Buffaloes tonight, Cam.
65-18 is our score here tonight. The final score between the varsity women Frontenac Raiders and the Prairie View Buffaloes. Frontenac gets the win, and stay tuned with us here. Coming up will be the boys varsity matchup.
Yeah, should be a good matchup.
Looking forward to that.
Prairie View's got a lot of seniors coming back this year for the Buffaloes. Frontenac looks like a good tall team as well, so should be a pretty interesting matchup here at Buffalo Court at Prairie View.
You know, one guy that Prairie View is going to be missing is Justin Scott.
Yeah, Justin Scott's
our quarterback in football, and Had some shoulder surgery, a torn labrum.
Yep, absolutely.
He's a vital part of this ball game.
His senior leadership, probably more than anything, and obviously his points, things like that. Scott was able to tough it out the rest of the football season this year playing with that injury, but it's a little bit different story when you're playing basketball, and I think it was time to get that thing taken care of.
Absolutely. He's got baseball coming up too this spring, so he's a three-sport player.
They should have announcers for baseball.
You know what? We may have to work on that.
We'll see what happens.
We're gonna take a short break. We'll be back with you. This is Prairie View Basketball live stream. Coming up, the boys varsity with Frontenac. We'll be back soon. Stay with us. This is Cameron Johnston and James McCarthy. We're back here at Prairie View, live streaming the opener for the Prairie View Buffaloes against the Frontenac Raiders men's varsity basketball. If you missed it, our ladies lost to Frontenac in the first game.
Yeah, it was definitely a rusty game for the Buffaloes there. First of the season, kind of getting going, getting their legs under them. They made some adjustments at half, but hopefully the boys can come out firing on all cylinders and hit the ground running, pick up where they left off from football is what I like to think.
That's a good way to put it. Yep. As Frontenac makes their way out onto the court now, we'll be tipping off here in a couple of minutes, but firsthand, let's look at the starters here. Yep. For Frontenac. Go ahead, James.
Yeah,
Read us our starters.
For Frontenac, Cam. Hayden Pyle, 6'4", senior. Landon Dean, 6'4", sophomore. Those guys right there, they're taller than any guys that we pretty much have on the entire roster at Prairie View. Okay, right. Those are two of their starters. Then you take in Cale Bridwell. He's a 6'2", senior. Then you got Gunnar Hensley, a 6'1", senior. And then finish it off with Colin McCartney. He's 6'2". So every player on the Frontenac team, 6'2" or better. 6'1", I think, is their shortest guy. So you know what that means for Prairie View?
Yeah, that means Chase Bloodgood, 6 foot.
Jesse Weirs, 6'2".
Isaac Partida.
There he is back, 6'2". We've got to get in position for these taller Frontenac Raiders.
Yeah, we got Brock Hyde at 5'10", a senior. But who I'm excited about really is Joshua Robbins.
That kid
a sophomore.
He's electric.
6 foot.
Yeah.
Comes from a great family. Of course, they all do.
And he's young. He's a sophomore.
He's young, and we're going to see some raw talent, I think, tonight out of Josh.
Josh had to sit out the football season this year. I believe he broke his collarbone.
Yep.
But now he's back. He's in his element. Basketball is this kid's sport.
Yeah.
Josh is a great kid.
Well, he can get up off the floor.
Yeah, absolutely.
For 6 foot, he can get up off the floor.
Absolutely. A lot of these names are familiar. Dylan Schweer, another senior for the Buffaloes.
Absolutely right.
Big time player on that football field.
On the boards, Isaac Partita is going to have a tough one tonight, but he can do it with positioning.
He can.
6'2".
We're going to need his senior leadership along with Jesse and Chase Bloodgood.
Right.
Getting ready to sounds like they're getting ready to announce the starters over here, Cam.
Tracy Conda's our PA announcer tonight.
Got a pretty decent crowd out here at Buffalo Country.
Sure.
A 6'2" sophomore, number 0, Colin McCartney.
And there's Colin McCartney that we were talking about. 6'2" sophomore, Cam. Yep.
A 6'1" senior, number 3, Gunnar Hensley.
You know what I like to see, Cam? Got Justin Scott out there with his team, getting them ready, getting them pumped up. I like to see that.
Raiders, a 6'2" senior, number 14, Cale Bridwell.
I think he's saying his last name better, Cam. We won't tell Tracy that.
Partita.
There he is. Partita's going to have his board cut out, like you said, up on the boards.
Yeah.
With Hayden Pyle, Landon Dean under there for the Raiders.
Yep. You bet. I'll tell you what, maybe Prairie View can get them with speed.
Yeah. That's what
they're going to have to counter the size with.
Work the ball around, get in position, use our speed. That's the name you heard on that football field this year as well.
Yeah, Hayden's going to go to the next level in football, at least. We're going to see tonight if that translates over to basketball as well.
Absolutely, Cam. And you know it probably will.
He's quite an athlete.
Brock Hyde rounding out the starters for the Buffaloes. Brock's a 5'10 senior. Going to need his leadership out there. That's another good kid on this team.
Right.
He's not only a leader on the court, he's a leader in the hallways.
Absolutely.
He's in the school plays. The kid does anything that we need of him. He's done some announcing for some middle school games. Brock Hyde, that's a good kid.
Good kid.
A lot of these kids are just good kids.
Well, it's an honor to call these guys.
Absolutely.
It really it is.
All right, Cam. Let's get this season underway, buddy.
Game 1 of the Prairie View season.
Looks like Frontenac controls. Gunnar Hensley back down inside to one of their big men.
Nice post up. See, that's where Isaac Partita's got to get better positioning there.
Colin McCartney down there, down low. They're quick. Robbins with the 3.
Almost.
A little bit off.
But look at that. A sophomore, not afraid to take that shot.
Exactly. We got Brock challenging the shot there. And that's Cale Bridwell on the basket. Robbins brings up the ball with Jesse Weirs on the flank. Weirs has it over on the elbow. Drives in over to Bloodgood. Bloodgood's for the 3. Off the mark.
A little bit like the girls' game. We're looking a little bit.
Pyle comes up with the rebound for the Raiders, but you're right, Cam. A little bit jittery.
A little bit antsy.
Yep. 4-0, 7-12 remaining in the first quarter. Raiders working their offense around.
Looks like a matchup type of zone for Prairie View.
Yeah, we might be. It looks like a 2-3.
Right.
Looks like they're going to get Jesse Weirs for the foul there.
So that'll be the first team foul.
Yep. Cole Bridwell, 6'2 senior, comes to the line, shoots 2. Yeah, we just got to get in our rhythm, find our legs, kind of like the girls had to do.
First shot is down.
Bridwell knocks that first one down. He got the bucket.
He's another football name.
Yep, absolutely. Again, it all translates. Multi-sport athletes. That's what it translates to, Cam. There, Bloodgood with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Robbins. Robbins looking down court. Looks across to Hyde. Hyde's cut off.
A little bit out of control there.
A little bit. Frontenac comes back.
7-0 Frontenac here. 6:44 to go in the first.
Hayden Pyle with the basket there for the Raiders. Kicks it over to Hyde. Hyde takes it over to the corner. Gets a nice pick from Weirs. Bloodgood, just over the top of Bloodgood.
Whistle, we'll see who gets the ball. Looks like it's going to be the Raiders' ball.
Yeah, another turnover for the Buffaloes. We got to limit our turnovers, Cam.
We've already got a timeout on the floor. Prairie View's already down 7-0. They take a timeout. 6:29 here to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, not the start that we were looking for, Cam, that these Buffaloes were looking for, that's for sure.
No, but I'm going to bring up Robbins. I'm not going to harp on him all night unless he scores 40 points. But, the kid is bringing the ball down, playing quarterback for this team as a sophomore.
Yep.
I think once he gets settled down, he'll start to run the offense a little bit better.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think, there's the energy and intensity is there. You saw Bloodgood get up on that defensive play down at the other end. It didn't pan out, but that kid got up, Jason Bloodgood, very proud of that kid. But Chase, man, I think he was above the backboard that time.
Yeah, being outside, this is all going to be about positioning under the boards.
Absolutely. They've got Hayden Pyle with a basket, Cole Bridwell, another basket. They've spread it around pretty good. Colin McCartney got another basket. So there are 3 different guys have scored. That's kind of what we're going to be looking at for Frontenac. Move it around. We need to get off the 0 schneid here for the Buffaloes.
So we got 6:27.
Yep.
In the first quarter.
Buffalo's sitting back in a 2-3. We got Jesse Weirs, and we've got Josh Robbins at the top of the key. Bloodgood over in the corner.
Good
Hyde
call.
in the
Good
middle.
call on the zone.
And Partita. Yep.
See, that zone defense kept the big guys from being underneath.
Brock
Here we go. Look at this. Oh.
Wow.
Here comes
Buffaloes
the Raiders.
Went up for the basket and got blocked by number 3, Gunnar Hensley on that.
Foul on the shot. Didn't go.
Hayden Pyle will go to the line and shoot 2.
Not sure who that foul was on. Jesse Weirs, maybe? 24, okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Brock Hyde on the foul.
Yeah, Brock made a good play on the defensive end prior to this series. Got a nice block and kicked off the fast break to the Buffaloes. Come down and try to put up the basket, and they got blocked up on that backboard. It was a good play by the Raiders.
Both free throws are made by Pyle.
Yep.
Makes it 9-0. Frontenac.
Landon Dean comes off for the Raiders.
I like the 2-3 zone move, though, on the defensive side. It keeps the big men.
Yep, keeps them down inside.
Right.
Doesn't allow things to get opened up. Weirs brings it up. Brock Hyde over in the corner, dribbles to the middle. Kicks it out to Bloodgood at the top of the key. Hyde's double team. Loses the ball. Hayden Powell ahead to Cale Bridwell.
And he's fouled.
And he's fouled. Cale Bridwell on the basket and one.
I think I got Josh Robbins there on the foul.
I believe so. That's going to be 2 on Robbins. That's going to kind of hurt us, Cam, like you were saying.
Yeah, well, he's got that enthusiasm, a youngster.
Oh, they moved it to 20. No, that is Robbins.
Okay.
So
That's
he only has 1 now. I thought that was his second. My bad. Bloodgood with the rebound. Josh Robbins brings it up the court on the left-hand side of the Buffaloes. Good move inside.
Look at him take it.
Drive. Bloodgood with the rebound. Partita back up.
Back up and foul. That's
nice.
what we need, Isaac, underneath.
There we go. Partita's going to go to the line. They got the foul on Colin McCartney.
So Prairie View yet to score. It's 11-0 with 5:25 here in the first.
They're working hard though, Cam.
They're working
not
hard.
just-
Let's see if Isaac can put some down here for us. And it's in and out. Off the back of the rim.
Got some free throw issues with the boys, it appears, as well. We've got to
settle down.
Get into the groove, get those nerves racked off.
And a little bit soft that time.
McCartney comes down with the rebound, kicks it up ahead. The Raiders, number 15. Bloodgood with the good high rebound. He's skied. Robbins takes it down the court from the right side.
Oh, he backs out.
Inside to Partita,
Nice.
double team. Got to keep that ball up.
And there he does. He draws the foul.
Good.
This is what we need from Isaac.
It is. He's working. He's a 6'2" senior working inside. He's smart. That's what we need to have happen.
A starter this year. Last year he was in and out.
Yep.
Kind of vacillated between starting and being a sixth man was Isaac last year.
Absolutely. Landon Dean back in for the Raiders. He spells Colin McCartney. He's got a couple of baskets for the Raiders.
Underneath.
Partita out to Robbins at the right side. Inside to Partita. Has got good position. Bloodgood out to Bloodgood to Hyde at the top of the key. Foul on
Hyde's
25.
going to draw.
It's like Landon Dean, they're going to get him for the foul.
Very good. You know, it's interesting to see Brock Hyde. He's a big boy.
Yep.
Yet he's outside trying to bring the ball in himself.
Absolutely. Good, strong. That's a versatile. He can be inside, outside, whatever we need him. Hopefully that'll play to the Buffalo's advantage. Partita
Isaac.
for 3. Skies for the rebound. Number 25, Landon Dean pushes it up. Number 15, Jake Beckman for the Raiders. Tipped out of bounds by Jesse Weirs. Good play there.
Good play by Jesse. Good defense.
We've got some athletic kids. It's obvious.
Yes, we are. And we're keeping this within striking distance so far. So even though there's no points on the board for us yet, it's only 11-0. Here's a three-pointer.
Off the mark, Partita up with the rebound. Clears the boards. Over to Robbins. Robbins brings it up. He's looking right. He's driving down the middle of the lane. Kicks out. Tipped away. Stolen by the Raiders. Number 15, Jake Beckman, over to number 33, Hayden Pyle. Misses 25. Landon Dean there with the trash cleanup.
Well, you know, you got to give Prairie View some credit, though. They are, for the most part, playing well underneath the basket on defense.
Yeah, that score's
not
indicative.
Making them take several shots. We should have got the rebound, though.
Yeah, there's a foul there. It's going to be on Gunnar Hensley. Bloodgood's going to probably take it out to the outside. That was no shot foul. But you're right, Cam. And that 13 and up in score isn't indicative of the effort the Buffaloes are giving right now.
Exactly. So Isaac's going to bring it out on the sideline.
Yep. Looks like Robbins is going to get it. He's got his man beat right now if he takes it inside. Behind the back pass.
Get in there.
Kicks it. Nice job.
Joshua Robbins.
Nice job. Very good. Behind the back and drops it for the 2 right at the free throw line.
I tell you, the boy's got game.
He sure does. Frontenac's kick it back down inside. Alex Sturdy in for the Red Raiders. I call them Red Raiders. I don't know why. Just they're black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, kicked it over to Cale Bridwell for the Raiders. Back up top, inside. Got it over on the wing for the Raiders. Back inside, back outside. They're working it inside, outside.
Look at the defense, though.
Rebound.
I love the defense. They're keeping the big men from underneath the basket.
Weirs on the rebound. Weirs takes it all the way himself. Kicks it over to Isaac Partita and in for the score. Partita. There we go. There.
13-4. The
Almost
Raiders
had a
lead.
steal there by Jesse Weirs. That's what we need. Fast break points, Cam, and they're working it to perfection. Those point guards for the Buffaloes.
9-point lead here for the Raiders. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Got 33, Hayden Pyle ready to check in for the Raiders. He's one of their top scorers. I think their coach saw that they needed to bring their guy back in, Hayden Pyle.
Yeah, working the ball. That 2-3 zone is really keeping the big men from scoring underneath.
Okay, the Buffaloes were up for the rebound. We got to catch that with two hands. They tried to tip it back out, it looked like. It's a 3 for the Raiders, and good.
Swish.
Gunnar Hensley for the Raiders.
16-4 now, 2:28 in the first. The Raiders lead.
Robbins brings it up again. There he goes. He's driving down the middle. Yep. Good intentions, just we got to get good passes.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. Yep.
That was a 2-point mistake.
Yep. Cale Bridwell has a benefit of that mistake there. Josh is a good, talented kid.
You bet. Young, enthusiastic.
Yep. It'll be fun to watch him.
Yeah, he's got the right idea. He's trying to penetrate. He's trying to dish.
Yep. He's definitely a team player, getting all of his teammates involved.
Got some more subs coming in.
Looks like Hyde's coming in. Zach Feast, first time in the game, number 22. Partita comes out. And it looks like Chase Bloodgood is coming out as well.
So Prairie View will take it out underneath their own goal, down by 14 here.
Robbins off to the corner. Feast inside. Good bounce pass to Robbins to the inside and scored.
Joshua Robbins
with the assist from Zach Feast. Very nice. The give and go, it looked like. And Frontenac comes right back.
That was too easy.
Beckman. Very easy.
Too easy.
All right, come on, Buffaloes. Robbins brings it up. Feast sets to the inside. Pick for him. Robbins to the basket. He's up. Got a lot of slapping, I heard, but no foul.
Here we go. Fast break. 3-on-3. And that was just convenient.
Yeah, we are getting out rebounded down low right now.
Now we are. On the fast breaks, we are.
Yep.
We've got a timeout on the court.
Yeah, 22-6. Raiders over the Buffaloes. We've got to get inside position, Cam. We've got the height. We've got the speed to get to the spots. We just have to get in position to box them out.
We've got to avoid turnovers and making them. Our turnovers are letting them transition into fast breaks. That's when the big men are good for them.
Absolutely.
When we're down in the 2-3, their big men don't have the advantage.
Yeah, the Buffaloes, by running that zone, they keep it tucked inside and they don't let them penetrate because we're all inside. That forces the Raiders to have to shoot threes on those outside, and I don't think that's their strength.
Exactly. I think their strength's running.
Running and gunning and rebounding. If we can keep them off the boards.
We can force them to run their offense.
Absolutely.
You know.
And when we've slowed things down, that's really where Prairie View starts to kind of claw back into this thing.
Yep.
So, no, you're right, Ken.
You know, I mean, I'm not the coach here, but I would stay in that 2-3 for now, and they've just got to take care of the ball more and run the offense and keep that fast break from happening.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Dylan Schweer, number 52, in for the Buffaloes for the first time tonight. Robbins over to Weirs. Weirs for 3, off the mark. Hyde with the rebound.
Just off the hands.
Brock Hyde with a very good hustle play there, just couldn't bring it in, so that turns over to the Raiders.
Here come
Jake
the Raiders.
Beckman brings it up. Got a foul. Got away from the ball?
Away from the ball, must have been. And it is.
Alex Story with a foul away from the ball there. That's
one more and we'll be in the bonus.
Yeah, we'll take it. Robbins brings it up.
16 foul. Here you go.
Hyde to give and go. Perfect play by Feast, number 22. We just got to finish those.
And this is how they score.
And we got to get back quick. Looks like we have a clock possible issue. The Raiders coaching staff is
an official timeout here.
Looks like they're running off 20 seconds from that 1 o'clock or from that 1 minute left. Looks like we just didn't get the clock started
Gotcha.
when we had the inbounds pass.
So it's 24-6 now. The Raiders leading here in the first period. 6 team fouls for the Raiders, 3 for the Buffaloes. And again, the Buffs have got to take care of the ball and avoid causing fast breaks.
Absolutely, those turnovers
by the
kill us.
opponent.
And if we turn it over, we make a bad pass, we have to get back on defense.
Yeah,
We're
right.
not doing that right now, and that's the difference, I think. Rebounding and fast breaks. Dylan Schweer had it in there.
And it's going to be a reach in.
Yep. Looks like they're going to get number 10, Jesse Weirs, on the reach in.
That's a 14 foul for Prairie View. 24-6 Raiders, 36 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Bridwell's going to inbounds it to Jake Beckman. Raiders going to make a substitution. Bridwell is coming out. Looks like Gunnar Hensley's in, and he'll inbound to Breckman for the Raiders. Buffaloes looks like they might be in a man defense now.
Now they're back. Yes, sir. They're back to the man.
Bridwell up top for the Raiders. Drives in. Weirs with the defense. Just a step late there.
Yeah. Good shot. Good roll in by Beckman for the Raiders.
The Raiders are playing good man-to-man defense. They're switching off. Hyde for the three.
And he
hits it. We needed that.
He drained it. 5 seconds to go.
23 Brock Hyde with the three.
On the buzzer. No good.
Tries one of their own. And it comes up a little short.
So we're at the end of the first period. Brock Hyde with the three-pointer kind of gave us a little jump there.
A little bit of life. We need some. I think we're going to probably have to look for some threes to try to get back into this thing.
The lead is 17 now.
If we work our offense, if we stay true to what we know how to do and get back on defense, I think that right there will make a huge difference.
Absolutely. And you know, to expound on what you just said, to get back on defense, we got to stop turning the ball over so that we don't have to get back so quick on defense. That is the main thing that's going on right now, because when we're down there and in our set defense, they're not scoring as much.
Absolutely. When we
they're
get
scoring in transition.
Absolutely, Cam. And that a lot of that is the basic stuff that will knock that rust off as we get through the season. Again, I'm not trying to make excuses for our Buffaloes, but to be early in the season, to be able to recognize those key situations in games, they'll get there. We just got to build upon it.
That's right.
Got our Buffalo cheerleaders out there entertaining the crowd.
Another good squad. You know, we talked about the band earlier.
Yep.
Cheerleaders are fantastic.
They work their tails off.
You know, our fan base is fantastic.
Yep,
we don't have
absolutely.
any parents that are yelling in the stands.
No.
And, you know, I mean, this is a class act. And Frontenac brings the same, actually.
Yeah, you turn around and you look at this Frontenac crowd. I'm pretty sure they've got a sellout over here.
Yeah, they've traveled well.
They
Here
do.
we are, back in
there
play.
We go. Bloodgood with the drive.
No foul.
No foul. Hyde with the three at the top of the key. Nope, just off. 14, Cale Bridwell down at the Raiders rebound. Jake Beckman brings it up, takes it over to Gunnar Hensley. Cross-court pass to Cole Bridwell.
Back in the 2-3.
There we go. Like you said, got to kind of fill up those lanes.
Partita with the rebound.
That's right. Up to Brock Hyde. Hyde takes it up the sideline. He's looking for the drive, going to the basket. Up and nope, just missed. Got his own rebound.
Now see that dribble?
Yep.
Should have taken it right back up.
Bloodgood for the shot at the top of the key.
There you go.
We're getting a lot of rebounds here. Good job, Buffaloes.
Come on.
Partita. No.
Wow.
Couldn't get it.
You have got to make those buckets.
Those gimmies, they call those bunnies, right?
Buffalo's had 4 opportunities right there in the paint.
Absolutely. Just
Now,
got to get
give
those
them
gimmies.
kudos for getting the rebounds. We just got to finish.
Yep, absolutely. Jesse Weirs picks up his. No, actually, they got it on 24 there. They keep changing it slow. Brock Hyde, that picked up his second foul. Hopefully, Brock can stay out of foul trouble. We need that kid on the outside on that court.
Looks like we're in the 2-3 still.
Yep. Like you said, packing it in down there. It's going to force Frontenac to shoot those outside shots. And you see
there you
right
go.
there.
There you go.
They're not comfortable shooting away from the basket like that. I got Dylan Schweer brings it up court and lost it.
Schweer got that rebound too.
He did. Number 4, Alex Story for 3. In and out. Rebound. That's
Boy, he thought he had it. He started running back. Didn't fall in for him now.
Schweer over to Brock Hyde to Weirs. Weirs takes the drive to the basket. Up and under. Reverse. Blocked by the Raiders. Back up ahead to Cale Bridwell, number 3.
And there you go.
Gunnar Hensley ran.
Transition.
There you go. It's that transition game. It's like Prairie's slowing it down a little bit. Hyde's bringing it up the court on the right side. Bounce pass over to Weers, or Dylan Schweer, excuse me. Raiders
another
get that turnover.
2 on 2.
Brock Hyde with the great
Blocked
defensive
him.
play.
Rejected.
Rejected. You know, it's not translating to points, but Brock Hyde's having himself a pretty good
Yeah,
game
he
out
is.
there.
Actually, he is. He does have 1 3-pointer.
Yep. So the Raiders threw it in the backcourt.
Surprising that Brock is a 3-point shooter, really, when you look at his body size.
He is a big, strong
but
kid.
he's got good form.
Absolutely. The Raiders are working in their defense, working in their offense.
Nice.
The Buffalo's 2-3 defense comes through again. Hyde brings it up. Looking over to Partita. He drives down the lane. Then
Takes
a
it to
shot.
the hole.
Get in
It's
there.
gonna go.
2 and 1.
And a foul. So
There.
Brock Hyde
Brock Hyde, very nice drive.
kind of cued him, didn't we?
It did. I think
Talking
we did.
about him.
I think we did.
So he'll go to the line for 1. It's 28-11 now. The Raiders, 5:41 to go here in the second.
Who they got? Looks like Gunnar Hensley got it. Picked up his second foul for the Raiders there.
And it's off too hard.
Couldn't convert that and 1. Cole Bridwell brings up for the Raiders, kicks it over to Jake Beckman for 3, off the mark.
And it's Isaac Partita.
With the rebound. Hyde brings it up on the right side.
Look at the
Chase
pass.
Bloodgood down low and
Nice.
in. Nice play.
The assist to Brock Hyde. Now we got a timeout taken by the Raiders because all of a sudden, here come the Buffaloes.
That's right. That's right. That's what we need to do. Those breakaway points, we're rebounding, working our offense, staying inside for our 2-3 defense, not letting them get those ezy buckets, and it's paying off.
Keeping them out of the transition.
You're absolutely
so
right,
now it's
Cam.
a 15-point lead, or deficit, I should say, for the Buffaloes.
Absolutely. You got Hyde and Schweer, those guys up at the top, and Jesse Weir's looking down low for those guys on the breakaways, hitting Hyde last time before this one, and then hitting Partita the time before that. So we've got to find these guys in transition and speed it up a little bit because we're fast.
That was a heck of a one-arm pass.
Absolutely.
Who was that underneath?
Bloodgood.
Yep. Chase, yeah.
Yep, he was the benefit of that great pass. I believe that was Jesse Weir's on that one-handed pass.
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, nonetheless, very impressive.
Looked like a little bit of a football throw,
yeah,
if you
it
ask
did.
me.
Here we go, back
We're
in
still
play.
knocking off the football rust and getting into
bet.
basketball. Raiders got it down low. Hyde with a good
Again.
defense. We're on the ground. Looks like Partita's down on the ground. Bloodgood's got the ball on the breakaway over to Weir. Jesse Weir's
Good idea. It's going to remain our ball.
threw it across. The Raiders were there. A bounce pass maybe there, or up and over, but it was good thought. They were going down the court. Nice breakaway lead.
And they keep the ball underneath the basket here. Let's see what they can do.
Partita's inbounds into Brock Hyde. Hyde takes one dribble, brings it out, looks for the
He
three.
wanted to.
Cross court to Jesse Weers. Weers is sizing up the defense, drives down and low, gets a double team. Partita's open on the wing. Raiders looks like they threw it out of bounds there.
Stay with the Buffaloes. 28-13, 4:42 in the second.
Fast and furious, Cam, and I think this pace favors the Buffaloes.
Well, it does. Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. You can just tell by the head coach,
Oh, yeah.
Frontenac. He's going crazy.
He's not happy over
Not
there.
happy.
They were controlling this game from the outset. Now the Buffaloes are scratching and clawing their way back in.
As soon as we switched to the 2-3.
That's what the champ.
Here we
Hyde
go.
with a three,
Oh,
just off the mark. Got Dylan Schweer with the rebound. Couldn't get that one.
oh, we almost carried. Nothing
The Raiders
called.
back down court. Colin McCarty with the drive and the shot. Hyde with the rebound. There he is again. Hyde's looking down court. Not there. Smartly
Hyde
takes it
does
out.
a good job of keeping his head up.
Yep. Over in the corner to Jesse Weers. Down low.
Nice.
Backside to Partita for the score.
So it's 28-15
The
now.
Buffaloes are working it in, working that offense, being patient.
Taking the deficit down. Look,
There we
forcing
go.
bad shots.
Another force of a bad shot by the Raiders there.
There's another one-hand
Weers
pass.
up ahead for the shot. Just missed. Got his own rebound.
It's on the floor.
Looks like they might get 14. Cale Bridwell on the floor. Nope,
Still should be in the
23.
bonus. Should be a 1-and-1,
Yep.
and it will be.
Yeah, they've got newcomer Caston Fields. He's a sophomore, 5'7" sophomore for the Raiders that just checked in not too long ago. That's his first foul of the game. That puts Weirs at the line. There's one. We get Jesse Weirs going, on those drives. He's a slash type of player, power forward type of kid. Get him going, I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be okay.
Again, look at Isaac getting in there.
Yep. Isaac working against Colin McCarty down low over the Raiders. That ball just got tipped out off of
Love
Isaac.
it. Love the effort of Isaac.
Absolutely.
Partita,
They're clawing and scrapping back in.
2-3.
Yep. Got Bloodgood and Weirs up the top for the 2-3 for the Buffaloes. There's a walk
we
there.
got to travel. Another turnover.
They are frustrating the Raiders right now.
I'm giving head coach Mark Ballinger some credit here for transitioning from man-to-man to 2-3. And ever since then, we've been cutting into the deficit.
Absolutely. Robbins has the ball up top, over on the corner, kicks out to Bloodgood in the corner. Bloodgood takes it to the top of the key, drives in. Looks like he's fouled. Bloodgood's going to get a two shots here on the free throw line.
He sure is.
They're calling
O'Malley, I believe.
Is
it number 1? It's not even in.
It said 10, but there's no 10.
Okay.
Do you see a 10?
No, I don't. Sometimes we don't get the exact. Exactly.
23. So that's Caston Fields. That's his second foul again.
All right, they were just getting the numbers right at the bench as well, so we're not the only ones that had it wrong.
There we go, yeah. Bloodgood's second shot is bouncing around and out. All right,
28-16, 3:20 left here in the first half.
Buffaloes are back in their zone, and a three. That hurts. Cale Bridwell for the three.
Wrong score. They gave us 3 points.
Looks like they're going to call an offensive foul on Josh Robbins, number 23. Picked up his second foul.
There it is.
Looks like we had the score wrong on that last play. We got it fixed. 31-16 Frontenac over Prairie View right now. Frontenac swinging it around, working their offense. Got a steal by Dylan Schweer inside. Robbins brings it up the court. He's got a wide open lane if he just takes it. I got Schweer with the rebound and couldn't put it back. Up ahead to Hayden Pyle for the Raiders. He looks inside, kicks it out, cross-court pass to number 14. Cale Bridwell again.
Range it again.
They've got to close out on that kid. He's hit 2 threes in a row on both sides of the court now.
And now all of a sudden it's an 18-point lead for the Raiders.
Yep. We got Robbins with a 3 in the corner. That will help. Nope. Not just off the mark for Robbins.
2:15 to play in the first half. Here come the Raiders.
We're getting some pressure, Cam. I think you mentioned it, a full court press. I think that's what we need to do.
And another possible 3-point play coming up.
Looks like Colin McCarty got the basket there. They're going to call it on. They're saying 13, but we don't have a 13 out there. 15 is what
it's going to
they're
be
calling.
Colin McCartney at the line.
Yep. Isaac Partita picked up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Hayden Pyle comes off for the Raiders.
So now we've got a 20-point lead with a little over 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Yeah, I think the Raiders have taken the momentum back a little bit here,
they
Cam.
have. Yeah. Robbins.
Got Hyde underneath, kicks it out to Partita. Partita looks to drive. And in.
Nice
and
job,
basket.
Isaac Partita.
Very nice drive. That's going to be our bread and butter this year, is driving, kicking.
You bet.
Right down the middle.
After that timeout, you have seen the Raiders' tempo pick up.
Yeah.
And that's why they've widened the deficit.
You're absolutely right, Cam. That tempo. That's the key word, is they've kicked it up a notch. And that's where they've expanded their lead here. 19 points.
So again, we're in the 2-3.
Yep. Buffaloes are sitting back in that 2-3. I think Frontenac is content to work it around. They've got a couple of three-point shooters. Cale Bridwell, we've got to watch for him.
See, they can take those shots all day because they're not making them.
Yep.
In that 2-3.
Brock Hyde comes down with another rebound for the Buffaloes. He brings the ball down the court. He picks up his dribble, kicks it over to Josh Robbins. Robbins takes it over to the right side.
Boy, every time Robbins gets the ball, you know he's looking to do something like get penetrate. That's what he wants to do.
Over to Partita, down low to Brock Hyde off the glass and in.
And there it is.
That's what they need.
37-20, just under a minute to play here in the half. The Raiders lead.
Got Bloodgood out on defense. Looks like we're sitting back on our 2-3 again. Feast jumps the ball. Brock Hyde down low. Partita jumps the ball out on the outside, and that's...
You see, that's the only way to beat the 2-3 is to start hitting from outside. The Raiders have done that now.
Cale Bridwell, number 14, has hit 3 of them now, back to back.
Yeah.
Bloodgood gets the ball on the left-hand side here, takes a drive and the shot off the glass. It's kind of a forced shot there. Bloodgood tips it back.
Nice.
Feast gets it ahead to Bloodgood.
It's going to be a one-on-one. Here we go.
One man to beat. Up in one man. And that's those hurt, Cam.
15 seconds in the half.
When you have a 3-on-1, you've got to hit those.
You've got to hit those. Another three-pointer. No
Off
good.
The mark. Bridwell gets it underneath.
5 seconds.
Yep. Robbins got it with
Robbins
1 second. He puts the shot up. Here it is. It's got a chance.
No good. So here we are at the half. 42-20. The Frontenac Raiders lead over the Prairie View Buffaloes.
You know, Cam,
what do you think, James?
Momentum, tempo.
It is.
Those are the kind of things that have swung this thing back and forth.
Well, it started out Raiders.
Yep.
Went to Prairie View.
Yep.
Back to Raiders.
Back to Raiders. And Cale Bridwell, number 14 for the Raiders. We've got to keep an eye on that guy. He's hit 3 3-pointers the last 3 buckets that he's made.
And that's the way you beat the 2-3 zone.
That's exactly how you beat it. It's working, but we've got to get our guys down low to jump out on that corner where Bridwell sets up for those threes. If we can do that, I think that'll help. That might kick it back down inside, but again, we're in position with that 2-3. I think that's the best way to play it.
So if you're Coach Mark Ballinger, you're in halftime right now.
Yep.
What do you tell your boys? Come back out with the 2-3, keep making them shoot from outside. Hopefully they'll start missing them.
2-3 tempo, letting them know that this isn't a team that we can't beat. This is a team that we're right there with. Yes, the score's a little lopsided right now, but it's lopsided because of a few players. Bridwell, McCartney for the Raiders, and rebounding.
Well, we had them down within 12.
We did.
Now they pumped it back up to 10, which makes it now a 22-point lead at the half.
Exactly. Well, let's talk about our boys here a little bit. Brock Hyde has had himself a heck of a game. 5'10" senior Brock Hyde. I'd say he's got several baskets. He's got a lot of rebounds. He's working hard down there. Isaac Partita, another. We talked about that at the beginning of the game. Partita's going to have himself a big game.
Right.
Him and Hyde are both having a game. Bloodgood, Jesse Weirs, and Josh Robbins are kind of sprinkling some baskets here and there. I think you hit the nail on the head, though, because Josh Robbins has to get more involved in this offense.
Right.
He's taking some shots. He's making some passes, but they got to be crisp. They got to be good passes.
He's young and enthusiastic, and you got to love that when you're a head coach.
Absolutely.
Because his head's always up. He's always looking to penetrate and get the ball inside or take a shot.
You love to coach kids like that.
Absolutely.
Because they'll do anything on the court that you ask them to do.
Bet.
And Josh is absolutely one of those kids. Heck, this whole team is Isaac, Jesse, Brock, Josh, all the way down. Zach Feast, Schweer, all the way down this roster. They're willing to do anything to get this win.
Hyde's another one that's impressing me.
He is.
I didn't get to see Brock last year as much in this capacity.
Yep.
And he's a big kid. So to see him out here on the fringe a lot, he's got our only three-pointer of the night for one.
Yeah.
But
he's making it happen.
I'm a little impressed with his size, because you'd think that he'd be down on the block.
Absolutely.
But he also makes things happen on the outside.
And he's driving, penetrating inside, either taking the shot or kicking it out. And that's what you want your perimeter guys to do.
Absolutely.
And Brock is all over that. And so that's good. He's also big enough to be down inside, strong enough to pull on those rebounds.
To be on the block. But, he's kind of one of those players that has both inside and outside game.
Yeah, very versatile. We're down 22 right now, Cam. There's been bigger deficits. People have come back. Teams have come back for bigger deficits. We've got the ability and the players to do it. We just got to take it one basket at a time.
We do, and we got to hope they miss a few of those. They got hot there at the end.
They did, yeah.
Those three-pointers trying to combat the zone.
Yep.
And that came right after the timeout.
Absolutely.
Right after the timeout, their head coach Ryan Barcelona, a good coach.
Yeah, real good coach, real, enthusiastic.
Intense.
And he's on top of it, the plays and things like that. That's good,
So it's adjustments.
Yeah, exactly. But you hit the nail on the head with our coach, Coach Bollinger. He recognized that we needed to go to a different defense, a different style.
Right.
The Raiders were coming down and beating us off the dribble.
Transition.
We got us down into the 2-3 defense, and that kind of shut things down a little bit. They started hitting threes, so they made the adjustments when we made an adjustment. So it's a cat and mouse game sometimes, and a chess match.
I would. Of course, I'm not the expert, but I would come out in the 2-3 and hope that they start missing those outside shots, and we go back to our game that we were doing when we started cutting into the deficit.
Absolutely.
I mean, we were down almost 20, we cut it to 12. We can do that again. We're down 22 here at the half.
Absolutely.
There's been bigger comebacks in basketball before, so.
Yeah, for sure, Cam.
It'll be interesting.
We're here at the brand new Prairie View High School gymnasium. This thing looks beautiful. We got a brand new floor, refinished floor, new seating. The seats behind where we're sitting at, the opposite side of the home team, there used to be a big stage there. They've taken that out and they put in bleachers. This place is going to be able to host volleyball tournaments, basketball. I mean, whatever we want to do. It just opens up possibilities, and that's a big kudos to the USD 362 school board for making that decision.
School board for making that happen. New administration, fairly new administration.
Yeah.
The school has always been a good school. Of course, I raised 2 kids that went through it. And one of the reasons I came down to this area was because of these schools.
Absolutely. You got to be proud to be a Buffalo. The facilities that we have, the teachers that we have, it's just a great combination. The Buffaloes are on the rise. And I mean that sincerely.
New athletic director, Clay Metlin.
Absolutely. Clay's doing a great job. Took over for Mark Meek. Mark moved down to the middle school as a principal.
Right.
That was a
a new principal in Dr.
Good
Hornback.
move for him. Yeah, absolutely.
Here at the high school.
There's a good core, a good group of people at this school. Starts from the administration all the way down, and it's good to be a Buffalo.
And so now I'm going to ask you. I already know the answer, but for the listeners out there, how many kids have you got in the school system?
We've got 7 here. Yeah, 7 kids. So we're pretty invested in this school as well, and pretty proud to be Buffaloes. That's for sure. So, not making it about me, but appreciate that, Cam.
Oh, absolutely.
Pretty proud daddy.
I mean. We know firsthand, we're not just spouting off, we know firsthand about the quality of this school district and
absolutely.
Actually the quality of the entire conference.
Yeah.
All the schools.
Pioneer League, I mean, you saw it, the different teams that we played on our football, our playoff run this year. Santa Fe is always, you've got a good team, good Burlington. Iowa was down this year, which is kind of a surprise. Iola's usually up there. Anderson County gave us a run this year, but they're going to be right there. Every one of those teams, like we mentioned, they'll be right here with basketball as well, boys and girls.
You bet they will. And I'll tell you what, we've got coming up next week is the Lynn County Tournament.
Yep, absolutely.
That we are hosting.
Yeah, and that's what this new gym allows us to do, Cam. Host tournaments, host tournaments comfortably. If we can get the seating and we can get the capacity, I mean, all that revenue for the school, it's pretty special to have that tournament here at Prairie View.
Absolutely, and they rotate every year.
Yep.
This year, we're lucky to have it here.
Absolutely. It looks like we got about 2 minutes, 23 seconds before we get the second quarter started off here. Cam, what are we looking like for next week for that tournament? What kind of schedule? I know Pleasanton's in that thing. I know Mountain City, Jayhawk Lynn they call it, is in there as well. Looks like it kicks off on the Tuesday to December 10th.
Tuesday, December 10th.
Yep.
Pleasanton versus Osawatomie at 4 o'clock.
Yep, boys and girls.
Back to back. And then back to back boys and girls, Prairie View will take on Jayhawk Lynn.
Again, that's Tuesday, December 10th.
Right here at the new gym
Your Buffaloes
in Lacey, Kansas.
That's right.
Prairie View. So all week we'll be having the Lynn County Tournament hosted here.
So
As
I
well
know we
as-
did pretty good in that tournament last year. That was a bright spot for our basketball programs. It was a kind of a rough year for the Buffaloes, but I'm thinking with the roster that we have this year, I think we're gonna come back. I think we're gonna be just fine.
Compared to last year, and I'm not putting down last year's season, but we
Sure.
struggled.
Sure. Yeah.
We have nothing but to gain
Absolutely.
in this
Absolutely.
season.
Only way is up, and I
And-
think that's what's going to happen.
And we've got a tough opponent tonight to start things out with. Frontenac. We knew Frontenac was going to have a decent program coming in.
They've always got athletes.
They always do.
They sure did. And they were in it. They, again, to talk about football again, they were
Right.
out there in the sub-state as well. I think they lost to Topeka Hayden this year.
Yeah.
And it was a fairly close game, but that's athletes, Cam.
Well, and again, it's like we're talking, dual sport, sometimes triple sport athletes. So we're familiar with some of these Frontenac guys.
Absolutely.
And it's not surprising at all that they're going to bring those into the gym and they're going to be very competitive, and they have been in the first half. In fact, 42-20 is quite a lead.
Yeah.
We'll see what Prairie View can do here to start the second half.
Not
Maybe we can break
insurmountable.
into it.
I think we can scratch back, and if we do the things that are strengths, you know, working the ball around, getting in,
Maybe a little bit of higher pressure defense.
Absolutely, and that tempo. Keep the tempo.
Yeah.
Keep the tempo up.
Keep the tempo on our side, but lessen it on theirs,
And
which is not easy.
I think
to
maybe
do.
some full court press. We might break some of that out. Just
Right.
keep that pressure on these Raiders. Get them to turn that ball over.
So Frontenac will start this second half with the ball.
Yeah, we've got looks like Bloodgood's out there, Hyde, Weirs, Robbins, and Partita. I can't say it like you can. I'll try all year. Frontnac's inside, back outside. Looks like they're trying to cross court past the 15.
Nice
the mark.
defense.
That's off of Blood. They're going to call that off of Chase Bloodgood.
Partita went up and rejected that shot.
He
That was
did.
a lay-in.
That was a very
He got
good.
a piece of that ball.
Very good defensive play. Clock's running. The clock is running. I think the clock. Looks like we're trying to get the clock figured out here.
Yeah, they made up for it.
Yep. See
Little
inside.
hooks, no good.
There goes. Bloodgood with the rebound. Kicks it out to Robbins. Robbins looks to bring it up the court. Cross court. Dribble. Looks like number 15, Jake Beckman's got him out there. Robbins looks inside to Partita. Partita up, and that's a foul.
Looked like all ball to me, but we'll take the foul.
We'll take it. Well, I heard a whistle.
Yeah, that's right.
They're gonna get zero. Colin McCartney on that foul.
So Isaac goes to the line. He'll be shooting two. That was on the shot.
Partita had himself a pretty good half. So if we can continue that in the second half, that's exactly what we need. That's a good start there.
That's what you got to do. Score some points with no time on the clock
Absolutely.
to get back into this.
Partita ready to get his second shot. Hyde down low with Chase Bloodgood. Hyde on the rebound. Tips it back to Robbins. Hyde got it back inside. Hyde's looking for
The
three.
big kid from
and
three.
Just missed it. In and out. I thought that was in. We got Frontenac down low. Hyde's not back quite in time.
So it's 44-21 now. The Raiders.
That fast break, Cam, is what I think you talked about that at half. Robbins for the three, just off. Again, we got to get guys back. We've got Hyde's back now, and Bloodgood gets back, and that helps. Look what happens.
Yeah, that's going to be on Frontenac.
Yep. Looks like they're going to get Hayden Pyle on the push on Bloodgood. Bloodgood had position, and looks like he upended him over there on the play.
Hayden didn't agree with that.
I don't think so. I don't think a lot of black and white fans.
It was a good call.
The fans in black and white here agree with that as well. Robbins brings the ball down, kicks it out to Partita in the corner. Partita looks for the three, kicks it down inside to Robbins. Robbins back out to Hyde at the top of the key. Hyde looks to drive, kicks it back to Robbins. Robbins drives, lost it. Ahead to number 14, Cale Bridwell. Misses the jam. Bridwell tried to stuff it down and missed that.
There was a whistle. I guess it just out of bounds on Prairie View.
Looks like, we chased the ball out and just couldn't quite get it. Hensley inbounds to Beckman.
And he didn't even see it.
Beckman threw it off of Gunnar Hensley's back and out of bounds. Back over to the Buffaloes. Robbins brings it up. He's calling out the offense. like
just a sophomore.
There we go. All talent for that kid. Hyde's got it up at the top of the key. Hyde's looking to drive. Hayden Pyle, good defense.
On the floor before the shot.
Who are they going to get? Are they going to get Pyle on that one?
I think they're going to get zero, I believe.
Zero. Yeah, you're right, Cam. Colin McCartney picks up another foul. He's got 4. I can't say that I'm disappointed on that one, Cam. That kid's got a lot of buckets for the
He's going to ride some pine for a little bit.
Inside the Bloodgood and off the Raiders' foot. Prairie View will retain possession.
Hands up, get ready.
Looks like Partiva. Can't do it, Cam. We just can't do it like you do.
We need
inbounds to Bloodgood. He's got Alex Story right on his back. Bloodgood kicks to Robbins for 3. Robbins, bang! 3, Josh Robbins. That's what we need to see right there.
Sophomore. Uh-oh, we got a whistle. We got a whistle on the inbounds.
Looks like we've got the ball's coming back to Prairie View.
It was an inbounds infraction on.
They must have stepped over the line when they threw the ball
absolutely.
in. Good call
That's
there,
exactly
Cam.
what they did.
All right, we're down 20 here. 5 minutes, 37 seconds left in the third. Partita inbounds to Robbins. Robbins wants to look for that 3 again. He's deadly out there. Partita tries to drive inside.
Now we're going to get a jump.
Looks like we're going to keep the ball based on the possession arrow. Prairie View ball. Can't bring that ball down, Cam.
When Robbins gets hot,
then you got to watch out.
His older brother Ryan.
Heck of a player. There's inside. Passing to Jesse Weirs. Partita looked for 3. Passed it up. Weirs back outside. Weirs looks down in. Looking for Hyde coming across. Hyde gets it off to the corner. Hyde for 3. A long 3.
Downtown.
A little bit off. And out of bounds to Frontenac.
Anyway, I was going to say about Josh Robbins. He's got some brothers that he's played ball with, and you can see it.
Oh yeah, when you're the little brother, and you get better really quick. I got one of those in my household.
Jesse Weirs with a nice interception there to get the ball back to the Buffaloes.
Hyde with
Hyde, no call.
Hyde's trying. Partita's inside. They're on the ground. Partita's on the ground. 15.
Almost got her traveling. What do we got?
Beckman's up with it. What do we got here, Cam?
Looks like they're going to have a tie-up. We got a timeout. I think the ball's going to go back to the Raiders after the timeout.
Yeah, absolutely, Cam. Fast and furious action here. You know what I like to see? Partita on the floor. That kid is on the floor every time you look and there's a loose ball. That's great stuff. That's good stuff.
Absolutely. Well, so we've got a 20-point lead, so we've really only cut into the deficit 2.
Yep.
So as this second half has started out, what we were talking about at halftime has not occurred really in terms of the transition is back for Frontenac, and they're scoring their points that way.
We're trading baskets, which isn't going to get us any closer to the lead. We've got to get some stops. We've got to cause some turnovers, and I think we're going to have to start hitting more threes. I mean, that's how you get points fast in a short amount of time. So.
Well, we've got 4:52 left here in the third. There is time.
There is time.
It's just a matter of getting hot. Now we got a whistle.
Looks like we have clock issues again. Raiders inbounds. The clock did not start.
Stoppage of play, and then, they'll just restart it.
We're going to try it again. Here we go.
Here comes Frontenac up by 20, 4:48 in the third.
Caston Fields kicks it over to the wing to number 11, Mario Mancini. Kicks down inside to Hayden Pyle, back outside to 14, Cale Bridwell. That's what you got to do. To beat that 2-3, you got to move the ball around. Kicks it back over. Caston Fields, back inside. Hayden Pyle.
Looks like they're going to get Hyde on him. Not sure, but I think Hyde might be the one. Yep.
Let's hope. Yeah, that's on Hyde. That's his third foul.
So you got Hayden Pyle at the line.
Looks like they've got Dylan Schweer coming in to
probably to spell Hyde, Misses the first one. 44-24, 4:29 left here in the third. Frontenac leads Prairie View. It's Cameron Johnson, James McCarthy, right here courtside in Lacine at Prairie View High School calling this for you. We thank you for joining us.
Great start to the basketball season, Cam. It's exciting. Glad to be here.
Next one is out.
Looks like Partita got the rebound. and kicks it out to Robbins. Robbins brings it up. We got to have a little bit more urgency here, Cam. I think we got to move. Robbins with the shot from the elbow.
Looked like he almost got a little bit touched on that.
I think they might have tipped it. I think that.
No call.
I think Landon Dean.
There's
got
a three from the corner. Good.
Three.
Bang. Mario Mangini.
Yep, that's the name we haven't called tonight, but you got to get out there for those guys, those long, lanky three-point shooters for the Raiders.
See, here we go again. Transition. Off the turnover.
Mangini again. Mangini up.
And no call.
Blocked by Jesse Weirs. Hayden Pyle drives inside off the glass. Robbins with the rebound, clears the boards, and we're back towards the Buffalo's goal here.
Now here we go.
Down to Partita. Partita ran into a couple of tall trees. Bloodgood takes it from the top of the key, puts the shot up. Schweer on the rebound, excuse me.
And we got a whistle. Good.
Looks like we're gonna get a couple of shots here. That was definitely a shooting foul. 33. They got Hayden Pyle again.
It's only his second.
Seems like he's had a lot more than that.
You'd like to see him with 4.
Kid's been active, that's for sure.
Actually, you'd like to see him with 5.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like Alex Story for the Raiders is set to check in. Zach Feast, number 22 for the Buffaloes. Isaac Partita comes out, and Hayden Pyle comes out as well for the Raiders. That Zach Feast, he's a good little player as well. He's scrappy, that's for sure.
So the lead's back to 22.
Yep.
3:24 to play here in the third.
Those threes are hurting us, Cam.
Down in the corner, the ball movement has been the adjustment.
The skip passes
against the 2-3.
The skip passes are getting the Buffaloes out of position right now, which is causing some of those threes, some of those wide open threes.
Head coach Barcelona for Frontenac
Yep.
emphasized, you can tell, ball movement against the 2-3
Absolutely.
at halftime.
We got Caston Fields with a shot for the Raiders, back up. Rebound, Cale Bridwell, and back in.
49-25, Raiders over the Buffs.
Robbins brings it up to the left side. Robbins looks right. He finds Dylan Schweer. Skip pass over to Weirs. Weirs off the mark. Frontenac with the rebound.
No rebounders for Prairie View under that. Here we go, 3 for them.
Fields. Rebound, nice rebound by Dylan Schweer. Gets it over to Robbins. Robbins brings it up the left side. He's got Feast on the left. Robbins takes it all the way. No foul. Frontenac goes back the other way on the turnover. Caston Fields off Feast's leg. Back over to 14, Bridwell. We're in the right position. Buffalo's got the ball. Feast back up the court with it. Feast goes to Robbins. Robbins surveys. Who's the guy?
Nice
back
look.
down to Feast.
And whistle on the floor.
It's good looks, Cam, but we can't force it.
Right.
If Frontenac's back on defense, we just can't force it in there.
Jesse Weirs picks up his third foul. So it'll be the Raiders' ball underneath.
Jesse's going to stay, it looks like. Coach Bollinger's going to let it ride. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Caston Fields is their new point man.
Still the 2-3.
Alex Story down in to Landon Dean. 6'4" Landon Dean with the pass inside, and he's fouled by number 22, Zach Feast.
So you had that 2-3 zone, which we're still in,
Yep.
but they were able to penetrate that time because of all of the fast movement, ball movement in prior possessions.
You're right.
Allowed them to free up underneath against that 2-3 zone on that play right there.
Absolutely. Chase Bloodgood and Jesse Weirs out. Brock Hyde in, and number 3, Grady Gregg in. Junior, 5'10" junior, Grady Gregg.
So it's 51-25 Raiders with 1:58 here playing third.
Robbins brings it up. Looks like we got an offensive foul on the Buffaloes on Zach Feast, number 22. It's going the other way.
Well, that's not going to get you back in the game.
No, more turnovers, Cam, and that's gonna hurt us. It has so far.
And we're going to start to possibly sense some desperation too, as we got 1:50 to play here in the third.
Yeah, I don't really see what else,
Down 26 now.
The clock, having some more issues with the clock. New gym, new clock.
New clock.
We're gonna have some growing pains. Number 21, Otis Jacobs comes in to spell 22, Zach Feast. Jacobs, that's...
I was waiting for Otis to come in.
That kid is, like we were talking about in football, all potential. That kid's a good kid.
He's a bull.
I like watching him play any sport. Down inside, the Raiders are kicking it back in, back out.
Got off the floor.
Story back over to...
There you go.
Weir's with the... Dylan Schweer with the steal.
Nice
over to
look.
Grady Gregg. Off the mark. We got the look there, Cam.
Yeah, they got the fast break. They just couldn't finish.
Yep. Grady Gregg, there's a few basketball players in that kid's family. I think Bryson played.
Right. Yeah.
Very good athletes in that family. Clinton McCammon and Kendra. They've got a lot of good athletes over there in their household. Grady's just another one of them. Got Robbins out there on defense. Looks like we're sitting on our 2-3, Cam.
But they're getting it inside this time now.
Over the back.
Look at that.
See, I don't know how you don't call number 25, Landon Dean, over the back there over Otis
Looked
Jacobs.
over the back to me, too.
Yep. But, hey, that's why we just talk and we don't blow whistles.
And Robbins lost control of it there on some good pressure defense.
And the Raiders bench erupts because that's some good hustle play by Frontenac there. Caston Fields brings it up. Kicks it over to Gunnar Hensley. Back over to Mario Mangini. Inside to number 4, Alex Story.
2-3 zone still.
They are working it in and out. Buffaloes were there. Grady Gregg down with the rebound. Grady's going to bring it up the court. Number 3 for the Buffaloes. He's surveying the court.
40 seconds.
40 seconds left in the third. Grady Gregg kicks it over to Brock Hyde. Brock Hyde with the drive to the basket. Good
Picks
take
it up.
there. Number 25, Landon Dean's going to pick up the foul there. Brock Hyde's going to shoot 2 for the Buffaloes.
So you've got to take it to the hole and draw fouls, and you've got to start hitting the outside shots now too.
Yeah, essentially they're going to have to rack up some points in one quarter. Hey Cam, I know it's late, but the bank seems to be open for Brock Hyde tonight.
Right.
We'll take it. We will take it.
He banked it.
Brock's having himself a good night tonight.
Yeah, he is. And
There's
he takes
another
it there
basket.
too. He's got good shooting form for a big
Absolutely.
man.
He sure does. All right, here comes the Raiders. Back up the court real fast as usual. Caston Fields brings it up. Kicks it over in the corner. Back up top for Gunnar Hensley. Caston Fields again. Back over to the inside. Mario Mangini. Back outside to Gunnar Hensley. Mangini for the 3.
Bang! Well, that's just working the ball around the perimeter against that 2-3 zone.
What we've been talking about that we need to do, it's absolutely. Hyde with the 3. And
that'll end our third quarter. It is 56-27, Frontenac over Prairie View right now. We got 1 quarter to go. What do you think, James?
You know, Cam, it's kind of getting out. It's kind of getting out of hand a little bit. You know, we're not executing. We're not working the offense. You know, we're losing the rebound battle. You know, I think Frontenac's height is starting to kind of wear us down a little bit.
And they're hitting their outside shots.
They are.
Finally.
You can't. Cale Bridwell, number 14. I'm pretty sure he's hit about 5 or 6 threes tonight, and you just can't have that kind of dominance from one player.
Right.
You know, Hayden Pyle is having himself a good game on the inside. You know, Isaac Partita, we haven't called his name much in the second half.
Yeah, you know, I was going to predict that Isaac would be our leading rebounder.
Yeah.
And he might be, but you're right. We haven't heard much from him because, again, adjustments at halftime. Yep. They knew Partita was doing well in the first half.
I think so.
He was underneath and he was doing some things.
Yep.
Getting some rebounds.
You know, I think we need some more production from Bloodgood. You know, Weirs,
Absolutely.
Schweer. Josh Robbins has had himself a decent night. I think he's still kind of settling into his own. Again, potential.
First time ever starting on varsity as a guard, as a sophomore.
You know, we're going to have some growing pains, here and there.
You know, you can kind of liken the women's varsity and the men's varsity games in terms of transition scores for Frontenac.
Yep, it's very, very similar. That was Hayden Pyle for 3 in the corner. Raiders are winning the rebound battle.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like Jesse Weirs tried to go after the ball there. Robbins picks it off. Robbins holds up and lets his team get down the court. Robbins is surveying the situation here. Who's he going to go to? Inside to Bloodgood. Back, tried to get it outside to Partita. It was just over his head.
Yeah, mistakes like that kill you.
Yep, we're
56-27 with 7:25 to play here in the fourth.
Robbins tries to go for the steal there. 14 Bridwell, don't leave that kid open.
Got an injury timeout.
We've got Hayden Piles on the ground. That's if you're a Raiders fan, that's
Looks like
probably
he
not
caught
good
something
news.
in the stomach, like an elbow or.
Hopefully, he just lost his wind. All right, looks like he's okay.
He's a gamer.
Yep.
He's a gamer.
He's back up on his feet real quick. It looks like he maybe just got the wind knocked out of him there.
So as you can see, 56-27 here, 7:19 to play in the fourth quarter. Frontenac leads.
Hensley, cross court, inbounds pass to Bridwell. Again, looks like they're going to spread things out a little bit here. Nope, they're going for the shot. They missed that. Hyde with the rebound.
That was his scoop.
Looks ahead for Weirs. Weirs was open for a split second. Hyde has lost the ball. Back up ahead to Jake Beckman and score.
Transition buckets, turnovers.
That's hurting us tonight.
Transition off of turnovers.
Robbins brings the ball up to the left side of the court, kicks it over to Weirs. Weirs for three. Hyde with the cleanup basket.
Hyde with the cleanup.
That's right.
Brock's the cleanup man.
He is. He's kind of like that, like you said, that all-purpose player. He'll do anything.
He is, outside and inside.
Yep. Gets the threes, gets some inside points. Frontenac is kicking it back around again, and I think they figured out they pass enough, they're going to get open shots.
Yeah.
And that's just fundamental basketball right there.
60-29 now. The Raiders over the Buffs. 6:20 to play.
Leads it pushed out to 31 here.
And turnover.
And another turnover by the Buffaloes. Looks like they're going to run that clock.
Yes, it's a 30-point rule in high school.
Looks like the Raiders are going to bring in junior Brett Cleland, number 5.
So now you can see they'll take their time. No pressing on the part of Prairie at this point.
They got Dean working down inside on Hyde. That kicks it back out. Back over in the corner for the Raiders. Hyde's up.
Nice fake. The whole key to that basket was that fake.
Yep. And that's the simple fundamentals. Hyde was right in the right position when he left his feet, then it was over. So Robbins goes for another shot.
Now there you go.
Got it.
Now see, we're going to see more and more of that as the season goes on, as this young sophomore gets more comfortable out there.
Keys to success.
He's got the varsity, tonight he's got the varsity jitters.
Yep,
And
absolutely.
I mean, it's being his first game ever.
Yep.
And he's still performing at a pretty good clip.
Bloodgood strips Frontenac of the ball and back inside, number 10, Weirs.
62-33.
Back down
Raiders.
the corner for Frontenac. They are going to hold the ball. Hensley's setting up the offense. It looks like a spread. We used to call that Statue of Liberty.
They're going to have to go to man if they want to.
They're going to have to get him in that foul situation where we could potentially get the ball back.
Now see, Hyde got out positioned there.
Yep.
Wasn't expecting that.
For Frontenac on the score there. Had position on Brock Hyde. Yep. Brock's got to get inside on that one. Robbins picks up his dribble, passes it out to Jesse Weirs on the outside. Shot goes up, missed. Partita runs down the loose ball. Chase Bloodgood down to Brock Hyde. Hyde's picked up his dribble. He's trapped in the corner. Back up to Robbins at the top of the key. Robbins going to look for 3. Kicks it over to Weirs. Weirs for 3. Off the mark.
Well, that's what they needed to do anyway. They missed it, but they had the right idea.
Yep. And then, again, back ahead in transition, Gunnar Hensley.
And now it's a 33-point lead with a little under 4 to play here in the game for the Raiders.
The Buffaloes are going to have quite a bit to work on in practice this week coming up.
Well, and they will, and they've got a short turnaround.
They do.
We've got the
tournament
this week, next week.
And those, Jayhawk, Mound City and Pleasanton, they're not just going to lay down and just, roll over. They're going to bring their A game. They want to beat Prairie View every year.
Oh, you bet, every year.
So we got some subs coming in for the Raiders. Ty Gates, number 22. Looks like number 5, Brett Cleland, Jr. He's running the point now for the Raiders. Let's see what they were going to do. Cleveland with the shot. Chase Bloodgood with the rebound. Kicks it out to Robbins. Robbins brings it up the left side of the court. Cuts it back into the middle. Cut off by Cleveland of the Raiders. Inside to Partita. Ball is bouncing around. Number 25, Landon Dean, was all hustle that time.
Yeah.
Landon Dean, that's a pretty good kid right there. He's sophomore, 6'4". Couple more years with this Raiders team. I mean, we're gonna probably hear his name.
We'll be calling his name for the next couple of years for sure.
Square inbounds to Otis Jacobs. Jacobs with the 3 off the mark. Feast with the save. Threw it right to Colin McCartney. McCartney with the shot. Rebound, Mario Mangini.
Over the back, but nothing called there.
Yep. Mangini sets up at the top of the key. Kicks it over to Brett Cleveland for the Raiders.
It's going to take their time now.
Yep, they're not in any hurry. Back inside, back outside. Work it around. Cleveland. Yep, they're not in any hurry to shoot that ball.
Well, you can, I don't know if you remember this, James. I'm going to age myself again, but the North Carolina Four Corners.
That's exactly
There's been talk in the last couple of years in high school basketball about a shot clock. You know, we don't have a shot clock at this level. What do you think?
That would definitely speed the game up. It would make the end, the end of
maybe
games
35,
like this,
40-second shot clock, something like that.
It promotes a faster game. It promotes more scoring.
Well, and it keeps the Four Corners out of the game.
Absolutely.
Although we haven't seen it tonight.
Looks like the Buffaloes are going to some of their reserves. Logan Anderson, number 33, is in. Number 32.
That was Cleveland who made that.
Jerry McWilliams. Otis Jacobs, number 21, is running the point for the Buffaloes. Grady Gregg over to number 32, Jerry McWilliams. Otis Jacobs has the ball at the top of the court on the right-hand side. Picks up his dribble. He's looking for help.
Now he's double-teamed.
Walker's down low. Mason's his brother.
That was a textbook double-team turnover there. Now we got a foul on the other end.
Yep. Colin McCartney is still in, which kind of surprises me. He's one of their starters. Looks like they're going to call that foul on the Buffaloes, Logan Anderson. We've got number 5, Caden Walker, in as well. His older brother, Mason, is up at Benedictine this year. He's a pretty big star here for the Buffaloes.
McCartney swishes the first. 70-33, and the clock is running right now. We got 40 seconds to play.
Yeah,
Next one's up. Good.
This one's going to sting a little bit, Cam. It's not the way we wanted to start our season, that's for sure.
Game 1 and lots of games to go.
Absolutely. Hopefully we'll be here with you for most of them. Yep, looks like we got a turnover.
Traveling on Otis, it looked like.
20 seconds left in the game. Looks like the Raiders are content to just let this thing wind down. The Buffaloes are back retreating.
Right now our score is going to be 71-33. It looks like it'll stand that way as our final.
Yep.
Frontenac comes into Prairie View, and both women and men varsity, and kind of took it to us.
It kind of ruined our grand opening here of sorts of our new gym. But you got to hand it to them, The Raiders are going to be tough this year.
Yeah, they sure are. Well, they got the hype. Obviously, they've got the transition.
Yep. They can shoot threes.
Shoot threes.
That's not to say that the Buffaloes can't get to something like that. We've got a lot of good players. Scott, Justin Scott is out.
Right.
That hurts.
Well, he was our main man from last year, really.
Yep. And
so we're missing him terribly.
We are.
I'll tell you what, though. We'll go ahead and call this. These 2 losses here. Now let's talk about next week again. Just a reminder for all you listening out there, the Lynn County Basketball Tournament is being hosted here at Prairie View High School, and it'll start Tuesday, December 10th with Pleasanton and Osawatomie starting at 4. That's the girls. 5:30 is Pleasanton Osawatomie boys varsity, and then at 7 o'clock the girls Prairie View will take on Jayhawk Lynn, and after that the Prairie View boys will take on Jayhawk Lynn. So
Should be
that'll be
pretty-
our next broadcast.
Should be a pretty fun tournament, Cam. I think that we can hang with those teams, Pleasanton,
Absolutely.
the Jayhawk. I think it'll be a good opportunity for us to work
rebound, no pun intended.
Work on it, yeah. Work on our fundamentals and kind of fine tune our offense. Work through some of the things that we saw tonight that they hurt you. I mean, they cost you ball games, especially against a good Raider team like that. It's not like the Raiders are not very good. That's for sure. They come
That's
in
right.
here.
And as you said, we've got some key returners, but at some key spots, we've got some new kids.
Yep.
And that one of those would be Josh Robbins.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you what, once he gets his game down, he'll do it. Once we get this, once Josh gets into his game, I think he'll improve as the year goes on because Josh already has the talent. You can see it.
Yep.
He is taking the place, actually, of Justin.
Justin, yeah. And Brock is probably picking up a lot of that load as well.
Right.
Josh Robbins and Brock Hyde are going to have to kind of take control of this team. You're going to have Partita down low, Bloodgood down low, Weir's on the corners, Schweer is going to come in and sub time to time Zach Feast. But your main guys, Brock Hyde and Josh Robbins are really going to have to take control and run this offense, especially in absence of Justin Scott.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a pleasure calling the game with you tonight, James McCarthy.
Same with you, Cam Johnston.
I'm Cameron Johnston. We will see you Tuesday. Our next broadcast, 7 o'clock. Everybody watching, we thank you for joining us. And go Buffaloes. This is the Buffalo Network. See you next time.